Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the We-On-Loc Nation show. Once to get back at you. For a start, let me give a shout out to the people that are in the chat. Hello, Cynical One. Hello, Miss Chicago. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not going to be too long with you because I know people got, the rest of the day to think about. So, what you seen in the thumbnail is Dr. Umar Ifatunde of Guntade's school. Now, many people have been harkering on and yabbering and jibber jabbering about the school and how it's not going to come out and this and that and this and the other. My people, my people, and me as well say otherwise. So it doesn't really matter at this point if he's going to come out with the school or not. The fact of the matter is, I've come up with an epiphany, and that epiphany is during the last, I would say, 50 years. The last 50 years, if I'm wrong, just say so. In the past 50 years, when it comes to our community as a whole, I'm going to start with the bad parts first. True, we have been spoiled by a couple of yahoos. We have been spoiled so much to the point where we don't trust anyone. We don't trust anyone with $5. If we give a person $5, we expect it back within 24 hours, right? But when it comes to white folks, they literally dibber and dance and you don't have to pay this back, whatever. We don't want to support anyone who has a black business. Anyone who it doesn't matter if he's American or he's Jamaican. Cooking with Miss Brownie, blessings, my queen, blessings, and that's another thing I want to harp on into before I get into some of the clips today is that we don't want to support uh, black people who speak a different language, if you know what I mean. We just want to FBA people around, and we want to police America when the fact of the matter is we don't own a damn thing in America. We don't own where are our infrastructures? And this is not just coming from Umar. It's coming from people like Dr. Claude Anderson and Millie Fuller. Millie Fuller, who just passed away, may the brother rest in peace. He's yelling the exact sentiment. Where are institutions? Where are our grocery stores? Where are the proper foods? People are literally passing away from sugar alone. Diabetes and heart disease is really killing our people. And the one thing you want to worry me about when you're DMing me online is that when is Dr. Johnson coming up with the school? Why you ain't donating? It's been 20 years. It has not been no goddamn 20 years. You hear that from a hating ass white liberal Negro who not only hates himself, but hates the fact that he could have been a Dr. Johnson, right? But he didn't have the stomach for it. He didn't have the nads for it. So instead, he wanted to play around and he wanted to play with people's emotions. And if I were to say, play a clip of this certain individual, oh, you're doing the exact same thing that he's doing. You're just as obsessive as he is on Dr. Johnson. But here's the thing. I have not chased this person. I only did a couple of videos on Lennon Honor for, I would say, a month month and a half. I'll give you two. This jackal has been doing video after video after video after video after fake shockumentary after fake shockumentary about Dr. Johnson for 19 years. That's 1-9. My people can vouch for it, and I'm sure anybody with common sense can vouch for what I am saying. What I am saying is, instead of arguing on and off and on, all the time about whose lineages we can trace back from the 1800s, why are these people, these foreigners coming into our country and just getting handout after we've grown stuff from out the mud? It's like they're here because they don't have, either they don't have a choice or they just want to come here. True, again, there are some spoiled ass brats. One of them happens to have excuse me, his own podcast and is creating terror throughout the internet. I understand it. I totally understand it. But even if I would say FBA, Foundational Black American, I am not going to waste my time dealing with somebody who doesn't appreciate himself. I'm going to move forward and try to help my people organize. Organization. Organization is the thing we should be talking about. Getting our people healthy again is the thing we should be talking about. Not talking about a singular person that does everything by himself for the people, for his people, not just for my sake, but for yours as well. But some of us literally are just stubborn, selfish, stubborn, versus someone who is selfless and is literally sacrificing his life every single week, every single day, to give not only just the message, but see what you can do for your own people. Do for self first and foremost. But doing for your people, that's almost like non-existent. And that's what he's building the school for. I believe it was Frederick Douglass that said, without struggle, there can be no progress. It's been 6 years. I get it. It hasn't been no 20, it hasn't been no 10. It's been 6 years without government assistance. Without any government assistance. But as I told you, even as Yvette Cornell, the leader of ADOS, has even stated it takes 5 to 6 years to do things on your own. 5 to 6 years without government aid, without government assistance, without government money. He's doing this in the purpose of all black money. Why is he doing it with all black money? Because he had stated, and I believe this, I wholeheartedly believe this, that we can do it on our own without the assistance of those who have oppressed black folks throughout the centuries. It's that simple. It's that damn simple. And if you don't want to be a part of the race, you don't have to. But there's always going to be some jackals out there, always going to be some misfits, always going to be some test tube babies out there that are going to get in the comic section and talk a whole bunch of nonsense. They can do that. That's right. Let me ask you something. While Donald Trump is whooping your ass, yes, I said it. When Donald Trump and Elon Musk are in the White House whooping your ass, and some of and the military and I don't know what they're called. I don't know even what they're called. I don't even know what they're called. This day, the military is. Oh, never mind. I had it on. Had it on mute. All right, I had it on freaking mute. Anyway, some of you peoples are gonna have to make up your minds who to believe and what not to believe. You say some people are pretenders, some people are scammers and stuff like that. I truly believe wholeheartedly people are scammers. We got a scammer in the White House, believe it or not. He just let go, I think 24, 25 secretaries just to get a little room for Elon Musk to come right on in. People are losing their jobs, and it means nothing to you. People are losing their insanity. You have a black woman in Jasmine Crockett. I think that's what her name is. Jasmine Crockett, I think she's a senator or something like that from Dallas, Texas, is literally fighting for your right to survive. But yet she's a clown. She's this. She's that. Do we believe in anything anymore? Anything? I was this close, right, to practically leaving and getting my passport and possibly going to Ghana, somewhere around there. I was literally thinking about getting my passport and getting my dual citizenship, right? But apparently, I can't afford it right now because of all this chaos that's going on. And needless to say, pretty soon we're not going to have the staying power or the money to sustain any and everything. All right, there's going to be it's possibly going to be another recession. Don't be surprised if I say that. Or it's possibly going to be another government shutdown. But we're so busy arguing with those who support Dr. Ifatunde about something that is near and dear to him, but people don't want to support that because it's taking too long. You try doing the exact same thing that he's doing. And once you run out of money, you run out of money, you run out of this, and you run out of that, and you have to get this because you're doing this for the sake of black boys and black girls everywhere because of the type of education that they're getting, which ain't much at all. Then by all means, try it. I dare you. You ain't gonna succeed. I dare you. King Randall succeed. He did it off of government money. Let's stop. He did it off of government funds. Q Butter has a community center. Anybody want to argue me about that? I didn't think so. let's go ahead and start with the first. We're going to do some reactions today. Let's start with the first clip. Not that one. This one. There he is.
Discussed a lot. A lot of people felt that black people were expected to vote for Kamala just because they thought she was black, right? We need to start practicing identity politics when it comes to how we spend our money. We will practice identity politics at the voting booth, but we won't. Identity politics needs to be used. It's when it comes to our economics. Practice identity politics with your bank, with your grocer, with your hairdresser, with your barber, with who you get your shoes from, your clothes, your basic needs. We don't do that. And I think in order to change that, you have to restructure the priorities in the black community, and you have to restructure the priority of identity in the black community. Most of us identify as Muslims and Christians. We don't identify as black people. So we don't feel guilty when we spend our money with a non-black person, because on the surface, I'm a Christian. And as a good Christian, I can buy from any Christian. I'm a Muslim. And as a good Muslim, I could buy from any Muslim. Now, he might be an Arab that does nothing for my community, but he's a Muslim. You see that? And that's why we got to stop putting religion over race. And in order for us to go back to a culture.
Hold on. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second here. I just want to try out something. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming. This shall be a bond. Nope, that's me. Nope, that's me. That's me. So let me go and fix that real quick. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. And if you would like, go ahead and hit that. Join the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Loving the live. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Let's see. Okay.
Students are 12 and 13. You know why? Because they're desperate. And we've gotten to a point now where these children are the grandchildren of those who were the victims of the crack era. These are the grand and great grandchildren of the crack era situation. So these are children who never known love. These are children who never been properly cared for. These are children who never been taught the value of education. These are children who grew up watching their uncles go to jail. These are children who grew up watching a mothers date the drug dealers. So they have no moral imperative. They have no set of cultural ethics that they live by. They are a lost generation, and they are lost because we gave up on them. The children are nothing but a print out of what the people think about them. If the children are shooting up, it's because we are not in their lives. Black America collectively is guilty of child neglect. We have neglected our children. We have pursued career and money at the expense of community. And then we scapegoat the single black mother. We love to scapegoat the single black mother. Everybody blames the single black mother for why they don't graduate. Can anybody debunk what he is saying?
Can anybody argue that he might be wrong, or anybody have any questions, any inquiries? Please let me know in the chat.
Single black mother, he don't go to school. Single black mother, he's in a gang. Single black mother, he's in jail. We never talk about what the black church don't do for black children. We never talk about what black politicians don't do for black children. We never talk about what black fraternities, sororities, and Masonic lodges don't do for black children. We don't talk about what black leaders don't do for black children. And we don't talk about what black business people don't do for black children. Communities are saved by communities. not single black mothers.
Right, but can you touch on the media aspect of this? Because I don't want to like not tiptoe around it. Because when we talk about the impact of drill music, if you keep listening to the same thing, it reinforces behavior, like even from the psychological like perspective, right? And so there are elements that normalizes this behavior, right? And so if it's normal to carry a gun, if you scared on the community you live with, but if you keep listening to the same messaging over and over and over again, this stuff becomes normal. Like
Absolutely.
how do we also touch on that?
Condition.
Because nobody want to talk about that aspect though, but that's a huge component of having an impact on why young people feel the need to carry guns. They think it's cool, it's trendy.
I agree.
Like now it's just hot to carry a gun, like for a young person. So you can kind of like touch on that part too.
I agree with you. I'm going to dare say though that the hip hop music content crisis is a symptom, not a core problem. Gangster rap never comes into existence if black men were involved in the lives of black.
Vaughn, you need to let that go. You and Craig both just need to let it go.
Black boys. Let me say that again. There is no gangster rap if black men are involved in the lives of black boys. So the gangster rap is a symptom. It's not a core problem. The core problem is black professional men have abandoned black boys in the black communities. Think about it. How many black principals you know still live in the black community? How many doctors, how many lawyers, how many engineers, how many business owners? Most of us, once we get a good enough job or our second master's degree, we move to a white suburb. The black men who should be serving as role models are no longer there. Lil Wayne never becomes a role model. Lil Wayne never becomes a role model, and no disrespect to him, right? LeBron James, no disrespect. He never becomes the role model if the doctor, the lawyer, and the dentist never abandon the black community. Black men are the reason black boys' pants are sagging. Black men are the reason black boys want to be gangsters because we checked out of their lives.
And I want to ask you about your schools.
Yes, sir.
Who teaches? You have more female teachers? Or
well,
more
we're not open yet. Remember, we're just renovating.
Okay.
But when we do open, we plan on having a balance.
Okay.
We won't be exclusively male. And I'm going to tell you why. We're going to have children who never had a mother.
Yeah.
See, most of the time we think of absentee parents, absenteeism as the father. But guess what? The mother. Because who's the fastest growing prison population in America? Black women. So you have a lot of boys.
You think it's a game, okay. All right. I ain't gonna say no more about it this year. I ain't gonna say no more about it. You are free. You are entitled to believe whatever it is you want to believe. If it's coming from a nut job or if it's coming from a professional, most of that is coming from this nut job to the left. But you want to believe that nut job to the left because he has the quote unquote receipts. The same old ass quote unquote receipts he's been producing for 19 years. But I'll let that go. I'll let it go.
Who never been loved on by their mother. So they're going to need female teachers to nurture them because if they don't get nurtured, you know what's going to happen? They're going to grow up and take out all that pain they have of the absentee mother, that abandonment. They're going to take it out on their women. And that's a big reason why we have so much domestic abuse, domestic violence in the black community, because you got these black men who don't feel it's masculine to talk to somebody about their problems, and they're going home beating and killing the only person who unqualifiedly loves them, and that's the woman.
Let's take a break, and
I want to show you guys something. And I hate doing this. I really do. I really, really, really hate doing this. Oh, blessings, sister. Blessings. Bless her. Bless her. I might be moving where you at. Because I'm getting sick and tired of these Negroes up here. But anyway. Where I won't have to hear nothing from nobody. But let me show y'all a little something. Right? You've seen this before, right? You've seen this before. Let me take that down. And like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Become a member. Become a member. Become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. This is an old recording. Yeah. I'm gonna get to the new stuff in a minute. I'm gonna get to the new stuff. But you've seen this before, right? Do you believe in it? Do you? I do. Because again, I have resources. I have resources that I'm not gonna be sharing nothing. I ain't gonna be sharing nothing to nada unless I'm gonna share it with the people who know those resources. I do know that for sure. Especially with a couple of friends of mine from the Umar sector that knows him better than I do. I'm not gonna share those resources. Not to you guys. Nah. And by the way, Flora, I know you're in the clouds somewhere. Knock it off, sis. Just knock it off. Knock it off. You know, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I'm not gonna argue with you about this. Not this. Not this. So it says family festival. So you're gonna have another festival? The two festivals were great. Well, I would say the first one. The first one was off the chain. The first one was off the chain because nobody expected it to be that good. Nobody expected for that festival to be that good. And the second one, it was okay. It was all right. Still doing the same thing. But the venues were good. They were awesome. Everybody was having a good time. Everybody was buying stuff. They had African ritual dances up there. It was all easy. But yet you got the haters, and you can't do nothing about them. The only way to, and you keep bringing it up, you owe me money. Would you like to make it double on this? Sure, why not? Why not? He has until September 30th. He has until September 30th. He might even open it earlier then. Grand opening. Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. All right, let's continue.
Right.
But how do we?
I was
Like I
just,
say, like
you got black media, you got
like you
right,
said,
but they should not be dependent.
they say, hey, we're gonna only advertise here. So
Long story short, and of course you already know this, until black people unite their dollar, we don't get black power. In case you win.
And even with them, with the advertising, they only have a little small
I'm horrible for their advertising.
advertising. Yeah.
They white, you feel me?
Yeah.
They white holding institution, so we can all access it for what we need. We don't win.
Yeah.
Everybody else got their own funding. Everybody else got their own funding. The Chinese got their own banks. The Arabs got their own. Everybody but us. Until we divest from the white power structure and build our own, we can't win.
And even with them, with the advertising, they only have a little small portion of the money they're gonna get to the black media.
Yes.
That's why they McDonald's being sued for $10 billion.
Look, I'll give you an example. I go in a Breakfast Club, right?
Mhm.
I have some of the highest views in Breakfast Club, right? And I'm not an entertainer. But the Breakfast Club only bring me on once a year. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm good for views. I'm horrible for their advertising.
Yeah.
They white, you feel me?
Yeah.
They white spot don't want
Right. Yeah.
they commercial
Yeah.
played on Dr. Umar Snow Bunny message.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right. Right.
So for the views, yes.
right.
But our advertisers,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, and my bad, I ain't trying to be redundant, but the mindset of even us pulling our money together, like I feel like at the end of the day, until we change the mindset, we're not gonna want to pull
I
our money
completely
together.
agree.
But
I completely agree.
one is how do we what created this mindset and how do we get out of it? Because until we do that,
Public school and black church.
say more.
Public school and black church. Until the black church becomes a conscientious contributor to the reconstruction of the black community, we don't win because most of our people are religiously dependent. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
As long as the church is the center of Black life, if it doesn't care about the Black community, we won't move. And as long as our children are being taught by white women, take Cincinnati, 70% of y'all teachers are white, but 60% of the students are Black.
Right, right.
How in the hell are you going to reconstruct the thinking of Black children when the same people who put them in the ghetto responsible for getting them out?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't win with white teachers. You don't win. But nobody wants to have that conversation because we're supposed to live in a post-colorist society. Bull crap. Most white kids will never have a Black teacher.
No.
Most Black kids will never have a Black one either.
Yeah, that's true.
It's on us to build institutions. Black people don't want no responsibility for solving their own problems. We want none. We want to give it to government. We want to give it to God. Yeah. And it ain't easy to build no institutions. I look at the hell we going through without school, but it's the only way to do it. We need our own infrastructure. You saw it with COVID. Look how we suffered under COVID. We didn't have nothing. We had no food, no water, no.
Yeah.
You got to get the churches, or you have to give Black people something that is so attractive that they don't need to go to church no more.
You need church, but
you don't need church. You need a relationship with the Almighty.
Yes.
You don't need church.
Relationship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk station, and want to talk a little bit about the
Frederick Douglass Foundation of Ohio. Thanks for having us.
Yes, Frederick Douglass Foundation.
Frederick Douglass Foundation of Ohio, and we're going to be going live tonight at Woodlawn Recreation Center. As you see, we having a thought-provoking.
You're gonna eat those words, Vaughn. You're going to eat those words.
Conversation right now, and we would love for you all to drop by. They're having a Black Wall Street, so it's going to be vendors. It's going to be everything there. So I will suggest.
But then again, what am I talking about? I want him to do that. What the hell am I talking about? I want him to do that. Fix it up? That makes no sense. But then again, it does. To absolutely fix it up, right? Sell it at a high clip. Just sell it at a high clip. And leave y'all suckers behind. Just leave America and not even come back. Because you're so selfish. But I know he's not going to do that because he loves his people so very much. Why would he just constantly... he already made, according to sources, he's made just about $2 million. Or over $2 million. At least. $2 million, you can go a long way with $2 million, right? So why not? Just and in Ghana, that's like, welcome home, my brother. Shoot, you got $2 million and you going to Ghana? Shit. You build stuff for cheap over there. For $2 million? Shit. Build me a home, a hut and everything. And have money left over to build my own school, build my own community center or whatever the hell. I wouldn't mind him doing that because of the selfishness over here in America is sickening. Plus, you don't even appreciate your women over here. You don't appreciate them. You do not appreciate them. So, shit, that's a win-win for Dr. Johnson. That is a sure win-win. Build his own institutions, move his mom away from Delaware or Philly rather. Move his family out of Philly. Shit. Move his family out of Philly. Go ahead and get the money from when he sells it. Because I hope that, I mean, I don't, but I do hope he does. And take the money and just skedaddle. Take the money and skedaddle because over here, boy, it's just too rough. And you're going to find out how rough it is over here. Here in the United States of America, where you support a dictator. You would rather support a dictator more than you support people who actually want to open up a damn school. A Pan-African school. Name a Pan-African school. I'll wait.
Suggest you all be there around 5 o'clock, Woodlawn Rec Center. We appreciate you for having us, Lincoln. Dr. Umar is hot. He's hot. Aaron is hot. Go ahead, Dr. Umar.
Question with the Black Wall Street, because you said vendors.
Yep.
Because the event itself is sold out. But can people still come and support the vendors?
People can still come and patronize the vendors.
Okay. So y'all heard that. Come out anyway today. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
Tickets was only specific to get into. Going to have books for sale.
Yes, sir.
Please come and stop by. Grow Community is going to be handing out free T-shirts. We want everybody to come show your smiling faces, and we're going to have some thought-provoking conversation tonight.
All right. I want to thank Act One Transportation Services for bringing them over here. Robbie Thompson, thank you. And Sister V, Linda Matthews for setting up the interview, and got a whole lot of people to thank you. Off air, I was asking you about your school. When you open your school,
yes, sir.
Where are you going to get teachers?
Well, we have 5,000 resumes.
Really?
We have 5,000.
I don't want to do that. No? Yeah, I hope it's worth it. I do. Shit. I do hope it's worth it. I do hope it's worth it. Let me put this back up. I do hope it's worth it. Because that with me, I would have done it. It's too much arguing over here. And the way you treat black women over here is astounding. I would collect the majority of black women who practice not only common sense and decency. Good Lord, have mercy, Jesus. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of fineness showing. But when you go overboard with the shit, it's like enough is enough. And then I seen some clip today that, of course, Tommy Sotomayor produced, and it was a whole bunch of teenagers, right, getting a lap dance from a stripper. To them, you're thinking, oh, that's horrible. That's so horrible to having teenagers getting lap dances from a stripper. But then again, you're thinking this is normal. This is normal in America. This is normal as a whole in the black community because of how we act, right? You want to hold women accountable. Well, you don't even hold your goddamn selves accountable. I can play clip after clip after clip. As a matter of fact, I do want to play this particular clip, right? Where these knuckleheads just go off. And they talk about leadership and and the man is failing at this, and you're failing at a lot of things. But failing to communicate and failing to, you're sharpening your swords. You're sharpening your swords a little bit too much. You're sharpening your swords just a little bit too much. But I digress. You're men. You're men, and you want to prove so bad to the world and to your women that you're men. And we can truly take care of women as long as they get on our program. What program would that be, sir? What program would that be? Let me see if this is it. Let me see. Yeah. Fair use.
You are not right because I feel a certain type of way. That's a narcissistic way of thinking because you don't see the results that fit you. And you should be open enough to have a space where, okay, these are my opinions without me castrating or castigating men because they don't live my journey. And that's the problem that I have, that I get pushed back. I give pushback for passionately. So I beg to differ, sir.
So would you say that leaders are supposed to hold other men accountable?
At times, yes.
No, I would say at all times, because that's a part of leadership.
No,
Leadership.
because I can quantify what I just said, because not every man is under your leadership. So that's why I say some. Those that are not under your leadership, that you can't hold them accountable for anything.
So what I'm saying is, though, as men on a panel and we're talking to each other, I am able to provide you the definitions of a leader outside of which you would say that I'm saying from a Christian standpoint. If you read any book about leadership, a part of leadership is holding men accountable. And there is a standard and a structure. And as a man I'm 46. I've been married before. I lost a wife. I'm married again. I have kids. I'm a professor. I mean, I have a lot of different accolades that I can list to provide you how it is that I can say when someone is not, because to say someone is not being a leader or someone is not being a man in the way that they should be honoring their community. So because when people speak, you speak from the position of what it is that you have learned or what it is that you believe. And so that's what I'm saying.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's just say 8. I don't know the other two. You got 7 Negroes arguing about leadership. 7 Negroes arguing about leadership and discipline, and at the end of the day, it all goes back. The conversation always goes back to the woman. But to this day, somebody clearly had a little meltdown. And we're going to continue this clip, but I want to ask a question. In your opinions, what is a leader and what is a leader supposed to do? The leader is not just holding men accountable. I don't believe in that bullshit, because at the end of the day, you have a responsibility not only to yourself but to other people that are around you. So you're holding yourself to the same. Do you have to hold yourself to the same standards as everybody else? Absolutely. But at this juncture, at this time, you got to show me. You have to show me, and you have to show and show out. Because apparently there is a reason why the ladies, the women, black women are not following your lead. I'm not talking about the married men up here. I'm talking about the rest of society. Why is the rest of society not following your lead?
Okay.
Right, but you also have
to. I'm gonna keep it short real quick. You're in your right with all the accolades that you pointed out, but you're speaking of your journey. So your opinion is what you can give. You can't give a theory on how other men move through their journeys. You can be respectful of it. If you start imposing your will from your values, that means you're being narcissistic and you devalue someone else's journey because they might not be where they need to be in it. So you don't have a right to do that.
Not only that,
and you can't judge. Matter of fact, we can play this game. I think that all bald head dudes with gray beards that talk out the side of their neck and say people are dysfunctional and that they're Satanists are very horrible men. I think they're very horrible people. I think they're judgmental. They sit up on perches, they point their fingers, and then they try and castigate people who have said nothing to them.
Is he throwing shots? I think the brother's throwing shots. What happened?
Except live their life. And as far as accomplishments, most of the men on here, especially have well. I'm not even gonna list all my fucking accomplishments, but trust me, it's a lot. And I also got the familial accomplishment, and trust me, that's great. So this whole, if you don't follow my thing, you're a Satanist and all this other shit. That is really it's like sneak dissing and slick jabs from somebody claiming to be a leader while not even having the ability to communicate effectively. And this whole "I'm gonna hold you accountable" thing is goofy as fuck to me, especially when we have no relationship. We don't. So one of the things about being able to hold somebody to some measure or standard, you build a relationship with them. You understand if they agree or they are trying to be on the path that you're trying to lead them on, and then you can provide input if they're requesting feedback or they have some type of trust of something for that. I don't got none of that for you. So these Satanist comments is blowing me, and it just in general, the disposition is off-putting. It's off-putting and it's disrespectful.
So just really quick. Can we center the conversation? I don't want it to get personal, because then we lose time and opportunity.
No, really.
I want y'all to get it off, but go ahead, Wisdom.
Saying they living in dysfunction and all this crazy.
I got that.
Shit.
You got yours off. I'm saying you got yours off. KP got his off. Can we recenter the conversation? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, Chicago. You're absolutely right. We need to center the conversation, but I think we do need to go on the record and correctly restate what Humble Dad said. Out of respect, I get what him White is saying, but I do think, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, Humble Dad, I do think you didn't say that they were Satanists. I think you said that they would have, in order for them to take that ideology or embrace that type of behavior, they would have to associate themselves with the Satanist principles or whatever, but not necessarily calling them Satanists. But
he also said,
hold on, but
what atheist framework did you study, Humble Dad? Where's this framework?
This is what I'm saying, fam. This is where we lose. This is what we lose.
Man,
this whole situation about to turn into about 30-45 minutes of back and forth when this conversation is around premarital sex. So really? I know everybody want to get it in and clarify and correct records. We grown men up here. We grown men. We should just be able to have the conversation.
So look, it was
Chicago Rilla seems to be the only person who is logical, because everybody else is about to lose their shit over what Humble Dad was speaking about, which they don't have to follow, because he's talking about a certain religion and how it's orchestrated. You see, if I follow, just like, excuse my chewing, just like in any Muslim community, you have to follow in line with their structure. In other words, you have to literally follow what they say, because they have everything in place. They have everything in order. So you have to take in consideration what they're giving to you. And if you don't like what they're presenting to you, not giving to you, presenting to you. And when you, as a regular person, studies the Hajj, studying the Mahaj, studies all these different type of religions, whether it be Buddha, whether it be I can't even name them all. But when you practice in a certain religion and they have built institutions and they have instruction in place, if you're not with their instructions, you get ostracized. Literally ostracized. They'll just boot you out, and they don't even remember you. So you have to get with their program. Here in the United States of America, you can be whoever the hell you want to be. This is the reason why this is considered a free country. And you don't have to get with nobody's program. But I think this Humble Dad's just suggested it. If he suggested it to me, I'll be like, respectfully, brother, I'll have to I respect where you're coming from, but I'm going to have to decline.
Hold on.
But
Let me get in, bro.
Goose, we did that.
We didn't
How
go.
much?
Look,
How long we gonna spend?
Look, here's Rilla. Let me jump in here because here's my thing, right? We were backstage, and I was just on the same panel with the brother, but as soon as we got off, you throwing shots, and I felt I wanted to respond to it. My thing is this: nobody said.
Wait. Law, can we make this the last response on this? Can we make this the last response?
For me, I guess. I mean, I can't.
So now we
hold myself to what everybody else got to say. I'm just saying right now is like this, bro. It's certain things that if you are amongst men, you can't just deem yourself a leader and that you need to try and essentially hold somebody accountable. You got your accolades, like Marcus said. We're not on this panel because we don't have ours, right? I'm very successful in things that I do, and I've raised children to be adults through some of these things that a lot of us are out here. A lot of us are out here, theorizing. This isn't theory over here. This is actual results, experience. That's how you gain wisdom on some of these things that we're speaking about. I'm not just making it up as I go. So when you start throwing out those shots, it feels a little, disingenuous. But then one thing that I will say when we start talking about raising children, it is very different. It's one thing that I always say, and I say it very clearly. You train your sons not to be fuck niggas, and you train your daughters not to get caught by a fuck nigga. Plain and simple. Those are two things that you do. So you can say how you want about, this.
Do you agree? Do you agree, Justbar? I mean, I wouldn't do it in the wording that he's putting it to, but you do train your sons to in a certain degree how to behave when it comes to females, and you train your daughters how to behave in a certain way, how to treat males, because at the end of the day, we're here on earth for a purpose. But these goofies is talking about leadership and this and that, and I don't know. It's kind of shaky right now. No one's leading anyone. No one's leading anyone to pastor. No one's leading anyone to a pot of gold. It seems like they're leading each other to a pit of snakes. I hope that's not the case.
This, that, and the other, and theoretically what you want to do, this is the way you train them, to make sure they are respectful and operate with integrity, and that they also respect themselves to who they are and who you taught them to be. None of that
and if we can't hold you accountable, we shouldn't expect you to hold women accountable.
My family and my results hold me accountable.
That's not what he's saying.
Like,
fellas,
we can't hold each other.
Hold on. Let's just let Darwin and Outlaw go back at it for a second.
If we can't hold each other accountable as men, none of us should be able to pick up a microphone and turn around and hold women accountable. We supposed to be leading.
What did I tell you? The conversation always goes back to who? A woman. Let's listen to what Bruiser got to say.
Because I think what this all boils down to, what I'm starting to understand is we don't have unified standards. We call ourselves a community. We call ourselves the same. We're like each other and they not like us. But we don't have a unified standard. We see the bigger issue is we don't see a problem with it. We don't see an issue with being divided on how we're supposed to conduct ourselves as men.
Well, that's true.
And the crazy thing is the women are able to witness that we're okay with having divided standards. So can't you see how confusing that is for them to figure out which man is right for them if we're all coming into the field scattered?
So one thing that I'm
then we already know that they don't have the proper discernment. So us not having one unified standard even further clouds their ability to even get any inch or increment of any discernment to figure out who's right for them.
So one thing that I would say to rebut that, one thing I'm big on is consistency, right? I would rather my daughter find a man that is consistent throughout his thinking and his growth and then one who has one mindset at one point and then flip-flops it to another, and now that's the only way. I'm very consistent. I'm the same person, and I continuously show that. As I always say, I tell them, do as I say and do as I do. You see what I'm doing?
Let me see if I can
operate
understand
under
you.
those stands. Yes.
So let me see if I can understand you. Basically, you saying you'd rather your daughter have a man who goes out and walk barefooted, and then the next week he figure out, I probably need to wear some shoes. You would rather her have a man that stays barefooted than the person that realized that his feet are hurting. He needs to wear shoes. So he breaks his consistency. He makes an improvement. He gives you an indication that he's willing to grow. Just don't think too hard of it. Just look at it as a metaphor. The things we did yesterday that were wrong was brought to our attention today. So tomorrow we can be a better person. Are you telling us on the record that you don't want your daughter with that kind of man?
I'm saying I want my daughter with a man that is consistent, that's not flip-flopping and changing his mind as the wind blows. I didn't say anything about being barefoot. I didn't say anything about a man that was ever
metaphor.
barefoot.
It's a metaphor.
And I'm using it as
I'll let somebody else go
in return.
You want me to clarify?
Yeah, because I'm like, what about this topic?
Leadership. Let me turn that down. We're talking about what leader would want to follow this? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. What woman would want to follow this type of leadership? Damn. Sound like a whole bunch of dictators in the room. Yeah, that bitch gonna do what I say. She gonna follow my program. Yo, your bitch just chose me. Your bitch just chose me. We can do this, gentlemen, when we can get into some gangs. Good Lord. You follow your old example, and your kids kids can follow along suit as long as you're doing something constructive for yourself. They'll follow right along suit. Or they usually come up to you and say, Father or Dad, I want to become this, or I want to become this, or this. And you would tell them, well, why did you pick these fields? And he will respectfully tell you. And then you, as a father, you go over the details and the different types of things that, let's just say, a fireman goes through. A fireman has to, if you want to be a fireman, which, you know, my son wants to be, is like you got to go through, you got to go to school, you got to learn the traits of being a fireman. Instruction, rules, it all comes with the job. And then, of course, specific, once you pass a certain test and you, if they pick you, you go through the training and everything like that. And then, of course, I think you got to go through a CPR. You got to go through a CPR. Yes, you do have to go through a CPR class. You got to take a CPR class, a survival class. You got to do all those things to become a fireman. Because the reason why you're going through these accolades is one wrong move, you're going to get hurt, or you're going to get somebody else hurt. You might get your teammates hurt, right? Along with yourself. So you have to follow legal procedures. But you have to have a conversation with your sons about things like this. It's the same thing as construction. You have to follow legal procedures. But in the case of this, it's all over the place to me. No one is in agreement on one thing. One. You're arguing back and forth. You've been doing it for quite a while. And then you're going to have the nerve to argue with a woman. There might be one or two people who are lockstep or agreeing with the program or their particular program with what the fuck do they call it a program for? But anyway, they might agree to their standards and their program, and a woman will fall in line with their program. But the rest of them, why are we arguing? I need to know, why are we arguing?
Do you necessarily disagree with, and what did that person say exactly?
So this particular topic, you stated that men should be following to be able to become a leader, right? The first statement that you said, a leader is a person that leads, which you cannot describe a word with the word, first of all. Secondly, there are actually, if you will, subtitles for what leaders are, right? And also there are people that are leaders that you can say these are the qualities in which we can identify them as a leader. One of those premises is that a leader has a plan, has a vision, has structure. A leader has something that they actually follow. And that's in any religion that you look at, whether you're atheist, whether you're Hindu, whether you're Buddhist, whatever, because I've studied all the religions. All of them have a structure in which it is that they align with. And I'm saying the men on the panel seem to have created their own guideline of what it is that they're going to follow. And that is the why there is a dysfunction in their answers.
But what was the dysfunction in their answers?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the dysfunction in the answer is if we go back to the last topic when it says that I'm gonna teach my son to be impure, but I want my daughters to be pure. Like, there is nothing that they can hang that on other than their own moral compass. They cannot say that that's from Buddha. They cannot say that's from Allah. They can't say that's from Jesus. They can't say that that's from any other God unless they connect themselves with, the only way they can do that is if they connect themselves with a Satanist. But as it relates to any religion that connects themselves to a higher power such as God, doesn't align, is what I'm saying. And so there's a dysfunction, is what I'm saying.
He has a point. I don't know what religion he's in, but he does have a specific point. But now, you have to be careful because not a lot of people, again, are in line with that particular program. Especially here in the United States, where different religions are everywhere now. You got Baptist, Christian, Buddhism, Israelites, Christianic faith, all these types of religions. I just made up one, but the mere fact that he said that in the alignment part, which I'm not getting. If you have a conversation with a woman and she's not in alignment with your ideology, then why would you sit there? And I'm not saying that everybody does this. Why would you sit there and accuse her of being a whore simply because she does not align with your she doesn't align with you? I think we need to start having conversations about humanism, becoming human with one another. Of course, there's that, I'm black, be one first, whatever. But you're literally going backwards, in my humble opinion, and you're treating these women like they're sheep, they're cattle. And I heard some stupid ass say the other day that the reason why the people are operating in the Willie Lynch chip is because of a woman. So so this particular person that was saying that because of how men are constructed today is because of the Willie Lynch chip, and the Willie Lynch chip was started by women. Or yet women were advertising it. Willie Lynch chip was not advertised by anybody and anyone but Willie Lynch himself. And this is the reason why in 2024 I was practicing separation, because we don't know how to treat each other. We really don't. That's why I know I have zero temperaments for these panels, because I know how I can fly off the handle. I know me. I literally sit there, and if I listen to you, there's something in your statement that is literally going to trigger me. And if it triggers me to the point where I have to literally fly off the handle, I'm no good. I am no good to people on the panel as merely trying to have a actual logical conversation. I can't do that to them, and I can't do that to myself. It'll be a waste of my time and a waste of my energy. What these people want and what these people want is for society, I don't think it's going to work. But that's just my opinion. What do you think?
I could sympathize with that.
I can't, because now it went from general to being specific as for pointing to dudes on the panel. So that means you speak from an elitist position like you have all the answers, which are not true. Then I listened to the bullet points of how you break down as for men being prophets in their own land. So that's basically an assumption. So if you knew the resume of people for how they come to the way of thoughts, you might have a better understanding rather than taking leaps of faith off of your own understanding without doing your due diligence. That's a discredit to what we're trying to do up here. So when you point to people on the panel, you may be successful as for your journey, but you can't measure someone else's journey by your standards.
What was the one that they were arguing? I gotta I'm chewing. I gotta find the actual one that they were arguing. I have to find that one. That one was pretty dope. Hit like, share, subscribe to the channel. Smash it, smash it, smash it. I'll just go to the source. I'll just go to the source itself. And let's see. I know it was. No. I'm going to the wrong one. Go ahead and smash that like button as you're coming out. As you're coming out. Go ahead and smack disrespectful, not acceptable. Let me see if it was this one.
As we should be able
to. I think this is it. Otherwise, we're just reacting. If you like this commentary, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Here we go.
4. And through my research for the past week, I've noticed that this happened in the 1920s with the new sexual revolution. Women became more promiscuous. Well, after the First World War, women became a little more sexually liberated, and then the men adjusted in kind, but they had struggled with it. And a lot of the things that we hear today, you've heard back then. For example, Men at the time, men didn't know, they couldn't tell the difference between a good girl and a bad girl. Men had to learn how to, they would call it the line, but today we would call it spitting game or having riz or something like that. And oftentimes back then they would also tell young men felt like, man, I had to figure out how to make the girl like me before I like her. Or you can also look at that back then, men also felt the same way that you see men today feel about dating, where they said as time went on, the relationships became more transactional when you introduce sex into the sex and promiscuity into this conversation. And they even struggled back then. They made some of the same complaints that they make today. They called women gold diggers back then. They couldn't. They began to tell women. They began to call women treat the good women the same way that they treated the other women, where they called them whores. So this is nothing. There is nothing new under the sun. So we saw what society did, what happened to society back then when this happened. But then we get to today, and I told y'all last week, all you have to do is look around you. Yes, 10 men on this panel are married, and we may have came out unscathed. But when you look at society as a whole, we are not unscathed. And it doesn't matter. Like, and the thing is not only do society tell us this, but no matter what book Humble Dad spoke to, and no matter what religion you subscribe to, they all come to the same conclusion that, hey, this is not the right way to go about it.
Can you provide me the atheist framework so I can study what he was speaking about? Where's the atheist framework that say this?
Hey, let me say this real quick, because I understand where this is going and where we kind of holding on to it at. So if we as a community, right, we're the 10 man on this panel right now, we're all a community. And as we all know, iron sharpens iron. So we should be able to communicate with each other as leaders. If we are leaders, we should be able to communicate with each other and hold each other accountable to some extent.
There go that word again.
Right. Marcus, if we using the streets for an example, if you in this neighborhood, you have to abide by what it is that we all agree that's going to be the norm here. And if you don't, you're going to be in violation. We're going to check you, whatever the case may be. And it may not, it's not out of spite, but it's out of love. So I think if we can come to the understanding that we're here to build and to show young men how to be able to communicate without going off the scale, you know what I'm saying? And this is the normal way that we're supposed to carry ourselves. Then I think that's extremely important for us to not only portray here, but also to show people outside of this.
Is he right, or is he trolling? Is he right, or is he trolling?
Okay, so Vince, let me ask you this. How many conversations have you had with him? A lot.
Shit, I don't know a number.
How often am I outright disrespectful to people, unprovoked?
Not often.
So a response to that would be disrespect, right? That is what's occurred. People have been very disrespectful, and responding to that seems to be an issue. And they say, oh, we're not trying to function within XYZ. As I said before, I never even had a conversation with this person. You know what I'm saying? And like making videos, posting us and saying that we the destruction of the community and all this stuff. I'm absolutely bothered by that. Because one, that's nefarious in its intent. Because it's one thing to discuss an ideology, and it's one thing to discuss a thought process. It's a whole other thing to throw negative connotations and run a narrative to try and disparage people, and then to come and further implicate them with more disparagement by the only thing that you could be following is Satan. And I've studied all these. At this point, the respect is off the table to have a reasonable conversation. Because I could have a reasonable conversation, but it can get very disrespectful for people jumping out their body and saying disrespectful stuff. If you want to keep it just on the ideology and we discuss that, then I'm more than happy to do that. But any disrespect, I'm going to hell in this conversation because motherfuckers then did 3-4 videos and all type of shit. So I'm really turned up, ready to go all the way to whatever level you want for all of this extra shit y'all be doing. And I'm standing on that. It is what it is, yo.
Let me go first. Hey, let me go first.
I think what he's talking about, he's all hyperventilate for Humble Dab, and I think it was Lord Shrimp P. They made a video together. Now, I didn't see the actual video, but I think in theory, Humble Dad may have said something to piss MY off. Or he had mentioned something to some degree of maybe it was religion or something like that. But whatever it was, it just pissed them off. Right? But yet you're coming on here and you're asking the people to hold one another accountable in 100% capacity. If it's true what was going on, then why in the fuck would you waste your time on a panel with another grown ass man, with 9 other grown ass men, and literally say something so degrading? If it was degrading, I haven't even seen the video. I have not seen the video yet. I will review it. But to this point, I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm still stuck in this leadership shit. Who is going to go down with the ship? Is it going to be Chicago Rilla? Is it going to be Bruiser? Is it going to be Sweeney? It ain't going to be Hank. It's not going to be Hank. Is it going to be Kenny? Who is it going to be? Who's going to steer this sinking ship? Because it looks like to me, it's about to fall apart. Let's continue.
Go ahead, Hank, and then I'll go after you.
No, well, this thing about leadership. Look, I can't come to your house, Sweeney, and be the leader of your wife. Just like you can't come to my house, Sweeney, and be the leader. I'm not nobody's leader of her unless I can hold you accountable to a certain extent. And if I can't hold you accountable to a certain extent, then I'm not your leader. Now, I could say what I need to say, share my feelings, and give my what I thought, but don't mean you have to take. You say fuck you, Hank. You don't know what the hell you talking about. I gotta throw my hands and keep it moving. And I'm not trying to lead every woman. That's not my job. My job is to lead my family, my wife, my kids, my children, and anybody who is assigned to me or up under my umbrella. But I can't try to lead her. It's not my job to lead and try to guide and direct every woman. Not a woman in the chat, not a woman over there up north or down south. It's not our job. We don't have that responsibility. It's not our responsibility. Now, if I was a pastor, I'm a believer of the flock, then I understand that's a different aspect. That's not me. I'm a goddamn heathen, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I talk about premarital sex. I have no problem with premarital sex. I did it. Now, again, like I said before, this whole thing about premarital sex is now sex, and then got to leadership. I'm all for leadership and teaching my.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm actually going to agree with Hank. I can't believe this. I'm going to agree with Hank. Why are you agreeing with Hank? Because that's just fake. I mean, I was taught as a young lad that you're not supposed, if you're going to have sex, you're not supposed to have sex before marriage, but if you're going to have sex, use a condom. At a young age, if you're not going to get married, have a condom. Have a condom, have a condom, have a condom, have a condom, have a condom. I was told this by my mother. My mother, of all people. If you're going to have premarital sex, use a condom. There are going to be some parents that say you can't do this, you can't do that. You're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it. You just got to tell them the truth. It's like, I know, son, you're a man, you're a boy. Boys will be boys. And if you actually like this person, just think of the consequences that if you do X, Y, and Z with this girl, this is going to end up into a very, very awkward place. And you're going to be coming to me and asking me for this and that, advice, money, a car, a place to stay. I'm not going to provide you with shit but advice. Because I frequently told you what not to do because of this particular consequence is going to lead you in. It's going to lead you into a whole bunch of babies, a whole bunch of formula, and a whole bunch of diapers that you're going to have to buy. And you're going to be with that baby 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's going to be not only your responsibility, but hers as well. So you might as well move in together and figure it out. But we wouldn't have to come to this point if you would just simply listen. Just listen. So I agree with Hank.
Son leadership, but part of him being a leader is knowing how to operate and act and carry himself when he's in the face of adversity. And if that means with another woman who's putting him in an opposite position where he could get himself in trouble or he get himself hemmed up, my son's going to know, because I'm not going to keep my son away from these women like they goddamn kryptonite. He's Superman. That's some bullshit. I don't understand it. So y'all not going to allow your kids, your sons to have girlfriends? Because if you do, please believe you me, them boys, they're going to get a hard dick and they're going to be tempted to want to do something. What are you going to do then? You going to thump them with that goddamn Bible? That always not going to work. Because guess what? My father was a pastor and I was the biggest whore out there. Doing it in his goddamn house. Doing it in his car. I was doing all that shit. Please believe these girls are going to do it. So you would teach your daughter.
So you would tell your son to do it?
Keep yourself respectful. Hold on, I'm almost finished. Keep yourself in a respectful manner. Do what they got to do and be respectful. Sweeney, I don't cut y'all off. Don't cut me off, dog.
Yeah, you did just cut off Humble Dad, but I ain't trying to have a mother conversation.
Me and Humble Dad was talking at the same time, but I didn't hear him. And I was ready to tap out, but he told me to go ahead, sweetie. So now I got to hold you accountable, I guess.
I said we're not having a meta conversation, bro. We ain't got to have a meta conversation. I was just throwing in the jab.
Go ahead, brother.
So what I'm, so I appreciate that. So to address what I'm saying, I've been on King Talk for a long time before whoever is new, right? And we and the people that we were talking to, if we needed to communicate a disagreement, it was okay. And so even if it felt as a jab or disrespect, I think it's because of something that you may already have something toward me, right? Because what I said was dysfunction. The definition of dysfunction means not normal, right? And I said most religions are against sex before marriage. Otherwise, other than the ones that we think about, Satanists are the only ones that would say that it is okay. Now, if you chose to identify yourself as that was you, not me. What I'm saying is, what do you hang your moral compass on to justify what it is that you're saying? And I said that leaders have to, if you're talking about you're a leader, you should have something that holds you accountable so that others can see that you are being consistent. And once again, if you're only doing your moral compass for yourself, that means that you're only able to hold yourself accountable, not anyone else. So as men, we should be able to hold each other accountable, because why are you even on these platforms and having conversations for people to hear what you have to say if you're not trying to teach these men and women how to move differently, right? Because
Craig occupied with himself most play.
if I'm, and I could stand corrected, but I doubt that y'all will be able to prove me wrong, in the sense that when JR plays a clip, you all respond to the clip, which means that you are providing a context and a mindset and a thought pattern to say that you agree or disagree with that particular disposition, which is you holding yourself as the leader or as the person that can condone or confirm their disposition. So if you are bothered by what I'm saying, please put it on something as it relates to a Bible, a Torah, a manual, some information that you
Hey,
have.
I have one for you right now. Did you get a divorce from your first wife?
No.
No, I didn't.
Humble dad?
No, I didn't.
First wife died.
What happened?
She died.
She passed, and then you got married again?
Yes.
Okay, and so do you feel like, and so that's why I asked this question before I even asked this. Do you feel like everyone falls short of the glory of the Lord? Do you believe that? Do you believe we all fall short?
Yes.
Okay, do you believe that he who without sin casts the first stone? Do you believe in that? He who is...
Okay, you just went from, I think he just went from Kings to, I forgot what chapter. He who is without sin cast the first stone. I gotta check to see what verse that is, or what chapter it
is without sin cast the first stone.
You're out of
you believe that verse?
You're asking me a question. I'm saying that you're out of context with the verse when he said that.
When he said, "He who without sin cast the first stone," I'm out of context.
Yes.
It's clear as day.
What was the story about?
About him protecting a woman that was a prostitute that was about to get stoned.
Okay. And
okay, that was John 8 verse 7. He who commits, he went from John to, good Lord.
Correct.
Yes, and they were doing what?
About to stone the woman.
They were holding themselves up higher than her, right? As if they don't have any sin.
Right. Exactly. That's you right now.
No, but
exactly.
If you, okay. If you go to the scripture that says that you should judge them by the fruit they bear, you know that scripture, right?
Yeah.
It also says faith without works is dead.
Exactly. All of that is right.
It also says follow me as I follow Christ as well, right?
So
in the manner of what you're talking about, you're providing some information.
Follow he is who I follow the church.
But you're not giving the whole gamut of what it is to be a follower of Christ, because Jesus in himself held his own disciples to a high standard, and then he held us as people that are believers to a high standard as well.
What is that high standard? Right? The high standard is knowing that nobody is without sin, including you.
No, that's not true.
So Sherm,
that's what it is.
Argument?
And so you're over. No, hold on, because Cuz had me. You know, bro, I'm from LA, bro. Born and raised. My dad's from South Central. My mom's from the west side of Chicago. My family has been out here for generations, and we are not to be fucked with. If you ask about me, my brothers, anybody in my family, all strong black men. Okay? Like, we don't fuck around. We military. You know what I mean? Like, my brother is active duty right now. My other brother owns the biggest barbershop in the city. My little brothers, who I led. And you want to know who I was led by? Chicago Outlaw. That's my big cousin.
What is that?
I learned how to follow which created me to be a good leader to my brothers. So that's what I was talking about when I mentioned that, bro.
What does it have to do with the presidency in China? Okay. So you're saying that, well, how did that religion, leadership, religion, leadership, religion? I'm lost,
bro. And you try to play me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I guarantee on my life, I produce more real niggas than you.
You don't know that.
I put my life on that. I put my life on that, bro.
Sure, pull it back a little bit.
I guarantee you my rebel I'm from will supersede yours by far.
Sure, pull it back.
I'm talking about a real man of history.
Gentlemen, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Nah, bro, because he tried to talk
okay,
like,
cool.
Oh, well, you can't say leaders and lead and some bullshit like that. I call all that little sucker shit.
How much time you want him to put on the clock for that? How much? Because like we 30, 45 minutes into this.
Okay, but I'm talking about my part about it.
I get it. I get it. But
because we're talking about
why is you steady jumping on people when they respond?
Yo, bro. Yo, Whistle.
Saying
okay, how much time do we need on it, bro?
Bro, I'm talking about a whole different.
Leaders. I gotta remake that song with Jeff Jones. Leaders fall in line. Bullshit. These dudes confusing me. 1 minute, thank you. 1 minute quoting Bible scripture, the next minute cussing like a storm. Cussing up a storm. Cussing like a sailor is what I call it. It's because you have different alphas, right? You have many different alphas. And the one alpha in the room, on the panel, I should say, the one alpha, he wants to not necessarily, how do I say it, lead them to some type of structure that quote unquote has to deal with biblical scriptures, but he wants everybody to fall in line with his thinking. And not everybody falls in line in the same thinking as Humble Dad. Humble Dad, he said he studies all religions, right? But not everybody studies all religions. Not everybody is religious. So I would, like I said, I would humbly say, respectfully, I'm not with all that nonsense. I mean, nothing against you, but I yield out. That's what I would do. But Sherm over here jumping out of the box. I mean, I'm telling you, we in the book of Revelations right now. We are in the book of Revelations. You'd be surprised at how many Bible thumpers curse like a construction worker. Yeah, my oldest pastor back in Lansing, Michigan, used to say the word "damn it" all the time. And he smoked and preached sermon on Sundays, and will immediately cuss you out if he had to. But at least I give him a pass, because at least he give context to what he is saying. Now, he never said the MF word. He never said the F word. He never said the MF word. But he'll always say damn and hell, which I don't really consider them cuss words. I don't consider them cuss words at all. Well, I had to go through this again. Hold on. This is too funny. This is too funny.
How much? Because like we 30.
Sharon, pull it back.
I'm talking about a real niggas than you.
You don't know that.
I put my little brothers who I led. And you want to know who I was led by? Chicago Outlaw. That's my big cousin.
What is that?
I learned how to follow, which created me to be a good leader to my brothers. So that's what I was talking about when I mentioned that, bro. And you try to play me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I guarantee on my life, I produce more real niggas than you.
You don't know that.
I'll put my life
so,
on that.
Pull it
I'll
back.
put my life on that, bro.
Sherm, pull it back a little bit.
I
So
guarantee
we-
you my
so we
rep
back.
where I'm from will supersede
Sherm.
yours by far.
Sherm, pull it back a
I'm
little
talking
bit.
about a
What's worse, Chicago really is the only one in the room who's the peacemaker. The rest of them stay quiet in the month. That's why I couldn't jump on there. I couldn't jump on there because I know how I am. I know how my mouth works, boss. I know how I am. My patience is not one of my best virtues. I'm working on it. I am working on it. But the moment Sherm or M White or any of these dudes, except for Chicago, really, we straight. We straight. But and to some degree, Bruiser. But the rest of these Negroes, I would have a fucking field day with. I would have a field day cussing these motherfuckers out. Yeah, and sing a sermon and turn it into what's his name? Geno Jenkins. Yeah, liar. Yeah, curse you in the name. Blaspheme in the Bible. I can't even do that too much. Yeah, blaspheme in the Bible. You're going to hell.
I will say that during my little journey and researching what I've been understanding.
All right. It went dark. Whatever. Now, I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna leave it alone for the rest of the day because obviously, people have their own beliefs about, like I said, Dr. Johnson. But here we go.
And you're gonna practice all day Sunday. And you're gonna practice learning how to read until you can, or you see me every weekend, you get no break. You're gonna practice learning how to sit still for more than 5 minutes every weekend, or you don't get no break. You're gonna practice learning how to count all day Saturday and all day Sunday until you learn how. And
Here's my question. There's 24 hours in a day. Once we get off, or even during the job, there's somebody who has a day off and is going on his phone, going on YouTube, online, and he sees a person like this. His YouTube is uploaded, right? Mind you, he doesn't have a YouTube, so his YouTube is uploaded. You mean to tell me that we waste humorous amounts of time worrying about what this nigga is doing, worrying about what this brother is doing on a regular basis versus the things that he says, the things that he teaches, or what you would say the things that he preaches? We don't take that in consideration. We don't take in consideration of what he's saying, what things that he says may be true, into almost or some capacity. We don't take into account what he's saying is sound doctrine. We don't take into account of that. We don't read the DSM-4s anymore or the DSM-5s because it's just like the Bible, it changes for some odd strange, quote unquote, strange reason.
guarantee y'all, after 1 weekend, half of our learning disabilities will disappear. Stop letting your children hustle you. Stop letting your children play games on you. See, what you need to understand, Cincinnati, is the reason why your children got to take all these tests. Why we test the kids so much? You got to take a test for this, and a test for that, and a test for this, and a test for that, and a test for college, and a test to be a police officer, and a test for law school, and a test for med school. You know why America tests its people more than any other country in the developed world? Is because tests Jim Crow. Testing is the new form of racism. Testing is how you deny opportunity to black people without telling them it's because you're black. Listen, I've been giving IQ tests for 25 years. And the IQ test does not measure how intelligent your child is. It only measures how well they've been taught. It measures how close they've been exposed to middle-class white American experiences. It don't measure intelligence. There's 4 scales on the IQ test. There's a processing speed scale, how fast your child can execute mental tasks. There's a working memory scale, how well your child can manipulate different sets of information in mind at the same time. There's a nonverbal reasoning scale, how well your child can solve problems that don't require language, like a Rubik's Cube or Legos. And then there's one more scale. Now, on processing speed, black children score as well as Caucasians and Asians. On working memory, black children score just as well as Caucasians and Asians. Nonverbal reasoning, black children score just as well as Caucasians and Asians. So if black children score just as well as everybody else on 3 of the scales of the intelligence test, how do we explain the 15-point black-white test gap that has been a feature in American society since Dr. King walked the earth? You know how we explain it? By the 4th scale. And what is the name of that 4th scale of most intelligence tests? Verbal comprehension. That's why the black kids don't catch up. Verbal comprehension. You know what that is? Those are the words, ideas, and concepts that come from middle-class white America that black children never been taught, don't been exposed to, and has nothing to do with how we tell it. So you might say, Dr. Umar, why don't they just take out that verbal scale from the IQ test, since it's the racially biased aspect of the IQ test? They'll never do that. Because if you take out the verbal scale from the IQ test, you level the playing field. Now black children start scoring just as high as Asians and Caucasians. And that's a problem. Because if black children are scoring just as well as Asians and Caucasians, how do you explain the level of opportunity we don't get? See, you need to understand, in order for Ohio State, in order for the University of Ohio to explain why you only got 1 or 2 blacks working on a med degree, or 1 or 2 blacks working on an engineering degree, or 1 or 2 blacks working on a law degree, how do you explain that if black children score just as high or higher than the Asians and the Caucasians? You can't explain. So the way you keep the status quo, the way you keep white privilege alive, the way you keep Caucasians in charge is you make sure the black people fail. Wait a minute, Dr. Umar. How are you going to make sure a certain group fail and a certain group pass? I'm glad you asked the question. When we come up with tests, there's a process called standardization. Do your research on standardization. I know about standardization because I helped participate in the standardization of some of the most popular tests in America. Standardization is the process of normalizing the test. So do you know what we do during standardization? We go and test every possible demographic of children in America. We test black kids with rich parents. We test black kids with poor parents. We test black kids whose parents just came out of prison. We test black kids with a single mother. We test black kids with a single father. We test black kids with a mom with a GED, and a father with a master's, and a grandparent with a PhD. You test every demographic in American society. You do that for the black kids. You do it for the brown kids. You do it for the red kids. You do it for the yellow kids. You do it for the white kids. Now here's the question. When your child takes the Ohio State Achievement Test, they might get 12 math questions. They might get 12 comprehension questions. They might get 12 reading questions. But when we standardize, it was 500 questions. How did they decide which of those 500 questions ended up in the final 12 questions? They looked at the questions that black kids scored low on. They looked at the questions white kids scored high on, and they chose the final questions for the test. So you
Quite interesting. Something's wrong with the quality of that video. Maybe it's the sound of it. I'll come back to it at some point. But this is a more funner thing to look at. Right. There you go.
Reparations going twice. Where you at, Queen? I need to see you. I need to see you.
Oh,
I need to see you. Come on camera. I
I'm
need to see you, my
sorry. Yeah, you about to see. I didn't know you had did that. Yeah, I have my rollers in because that's what I'm
Look
doing.
at that beautiful dark cinnamon mahogany skin. Look at that
Thank
beautiful
you.
dark cinnamon mahogany skin. Now
Thank you.
you got your hair done. Why we ain't natural? Because you got a beautiful face. Where is the natural
Because
roots at?
when I'm working, like, cause I work in like hospitality, and then like I work in the kitchen and stuff, like front of house and back of house, and then all like that stuff, like the grease and stuff, it gets in my hair, and I don't want to be. I protect my crown. I don't want nothing to get in my hair, so I be working flour all the way up to that. So I don't want nothing to get into my hair like that. And then another thing, people be wanting to touch your hair.
I have a question. Why do people have a problem when he says that? When he's not labeling anyone. He has appreciation for our women versus you don't. We have an appreciation. We have an appreciation for our women. Negroes do not. And this is the reason why they call me a simp. And this is the reason why alphas like you don't get no respect. But simps like me, I don't know. I don't want to pin no flowers on myself, but I mean, it is what it is. Because ladies, Kramer to people like that because they simply put have respect for those who have respect for them. Get my drift?
Yeah, and I don't let nobody touch my hair. That is a
You don't
big
want them
thing
touching
for
your
me.
crown. You know,
Yeah,
your spirit is
touching
up there.
right, my spirit. I don't play about that, and I'm like, this stuff is disgusting. Yeah, so
Where that accent from?
I'm
Beautiful. I hear that accent.
from New Orleans.
Oh, that's New Orleans. You in New Orleans now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in New Orleans.
Okay.
Born and
Okay.
raised New Orleans.
Now, to talk to me about the reparations. You said, "Where's my reparations?" Talk to me. What's your
My
thoughts on the reparations?
reparations. The reason why I chose this name because I think my people as this complexion, we need our reparations. What I mean by our reparations, it's not no money, but what we owe to our 40 acres and our supposed to be our mule. Every necessity who came to this country got their reparations but us. And we need financial literacy. We need to know how to manage like everything, like with money, how to deal with it. Every ethnicity could deal with it. I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. Every person know how to deal with money, but us. Not saying that we don't,
Let's just say you're financially literate. Just say that.
but it's to the sense that we get ignorant with it instead of investing in it. You could take something so small and invest it so big because you can have 10 Chinese people in one house, but you can't have 10 black people in one house. See what I'm saying? So that's what we need to get back into so we can get on top of what we need to get to because we are powerful people. We just don't see it. So that's why.
Strong.
Yeah, so that's what what my name means, and that's what I go after. But my question, I know earlier, I wish you would have called. I mean, I wish you would have accepted, but I knew you was accepting the calls because I'm trying to get to the IEP thing because it's severe down here in New Orleans, and it's just been played about. So I just like educate myself. I don't want to get in too depth and too much into it on here, but it's just being like it playing with it in our face down here because a lot of parents they don't know. And they be like, I didn't know I had the right. I'm like, yeah, you have the right.
Let me give you this. There's a sister down there. She's a friend of mine.
Oh.
Her name is Sister Deshantia, right?
Uh-huh.
She is putting together a Black Parent Know Your School Rights boot camp so I can come down there and train y'all. You feel me?
Good.
So this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do because she can use your help to get the word out, right?
Right.
I want you to text me again.
Okay.
And say New Orleans Black Parent Boot Camp Connect.
Good.
And I'm gonna text you you her number so you can call and say, I was on a live with Dr. Umar. He said you putting together the Black Parent Know Your School Rights Boot Camp, so he can come down here and maybe you can help her find the space we're going to use and get the word out to the parents and everything, because we're about to do that.
I have a question. How come, or I might be wrong, but let me just ask the question. How many of y'all know somebody that can put together a some type of a community center where it's nothing but Black folks, but it's centered around children, right? Young adults, like teenagers, like 13 and up, right? How many of you can safely say that you know somebody, or you know somebody in your family that has opened up a community center? Congratulations, Dr. Johnson. Has opened up a community center for our teenagers to do these specific things. And they don't have to be in order or anything. But one of these specific things I require for people in our community, for young adults, is to reclaim those particular jobs, those good paying jobs that are being overlooked. Those good paying jobs, you have to have some type of what was it? You have that not certificate of occupancy, but you have to have a particular type of training for, let's just say, HVAC, electricity, plumbing, carpentry, right? Why isn't there any community centers, or if they are, how come those particular community centers are not based on your or not based on your live, or not presented to your live streams? Why are we not talking about more and more and more community centers for our children, community centers for our young kids, community centers for our young girls, Too much like right? Too much like right. Nobody wanted to see him do it, but he's never given up his vision. Are you talking about based on the school? Are you talking about based on the school? The school's not open yet, but it's going to open. It's going to open. It is going to open. See, here's the thing. And I don't want to get into it if I don't have to. Oh yeah, well, fuck it. There's a specific person that Van will do any and everything to see that this mission doesn't work. And this person got at me the other day saying that he's clearly responsible for what happened with the Cash App. He wants attention. That's all he wants, is fucking attention. He's been wanting to get my attention for, I don't know, for the past 3 years. But needless to say, we both came from the same sector. I'm not going to give this boy any type of attention because, number one, if anything, I want his ass in prison. But I'm not sad. I don't want to do that. I don't want to take food out of a nigga mouth if I don't have to. But if he keeps it up, you know what I'm saying, I got to do what I got to do to make sure that none of this egotistical, narcissistic bullshit happens again, right? So he claims he's clearly responsible for what happened at the Cash App. He's clearly responsible for what happens with this school. But then again, I don't actually 100% blame him because, quite frankly, there's another person that doesn't want this school to exist. We all know that's Lennon Honor, right? We all know that's Lennon Honor. Lennon Honor is the type of person who will see to it firsthand that this school does not exist. And we can obviously say he tried to be like a Dr. Johnson, but that's here nor there. It's just the fact of the matter is he doesn't want to see this school exist because number one, he doesn't believe in what he believes in. I don't know. It's like it's a Christianity type like thing, but he claims himself not to be a Christian. As a matter of fact, he claimed at one point to be a Hebrew Israelite. I don't see any Hebrew Israelites being this disrespectful like he's being disrespectful to Dr. Johnson. But hey, it is what it is, right? Let's continue.
Yeah, because I gotta go to IP meeting on like this month on the 11th.
What grade?
But I'm not.
What is your child in?
6th grade, but I'm not
What's
worried.
the disability?
The disability, because they done played with it so many times, but it was for speech. That's when it first started.
Okay. What is it now?
Where he's at now, he's a little bit behind on one subject, but I had to fight like hell. Just to get it. Because like I tell people, let me tell you something. If you could spend $100 or $200 on shoes and weave, you can get what your child needs.
Yes.
You can get tutoring. So
yes.
that's ignorance to the bliss. You feel what I'm saying? So yes. it don't, and like I tell people, don't lean on to the school system to do everything for you.
If you like the content, please hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And please become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel.
You have to install in your child. You lay the foundation, just like a house when you're making it. You lay the foundation first, and the rest will follow your child all the way up to adulthood. So a lot of parents don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm not, like I said, I go to the IEP meetings myself, and I do it. So they just own them, like, because I call for all them IEPs. So they, like I told them. So we had a storm last week, so the children was out for a whole week because MLK, that's when it started. The children was out. So then we had a snowstorm because we don't do snow down here, so we couldn't go out. So they was out for a whole week. So like they better have their paperwork ready because like it's number time.
No doubt.
Yeah. So I'm going up in there. Like I said, I wear many hats. I'm a mom, but I gotta be the dentist. I gotta be the doctor. I gotta be the lawyer. I gotta do everything.
What you do professionally, Queen? What's your line of work? You do it.
My line of work, like I said, I'm hospitality, but I'm all for my people, though. I'm all about educating my people.
So you cater? You cater?
Yeah, I cater.
I love my New Orleans. Woo, that massa didn't go about that anymore. Say no more go battle, no so bad, no combat, eh? Oh, what I said. You little nasty, little petite, little dambele, huh?
Yeah, I cook.
Because you might get catered to Black Parent Boot Camp in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's not no problem.
What's your favorite meal? What's
my favorite meal? I can cook anything. I don't eat pork and I don't eat chicken. I could cook, if you want Caribbean, I could cook Caribbean. It ain't nothing. My favorite meal is like, I like to cook macaroni and cheese.
I love mac and cheese.
Yeah, I like to cook macaroni and cheese. I could cook.
Everybody can cook macaroni and cheese.
If anything barbecue, that's one thing I do. I do my sauce from scratch. It's no store-bought. Yeah, everything is from scratch. So I don't do none of that. So anything like you said, okay, I want mac and cheese, barbecue chicken.
Yeah, Dr. Johnson, love that. Love him some home cooked meal. Not saying that he'll bring a woman home and say, cook for the school. Cook for Dr. Pop. But black queens forever. Snow bunnies, no. How does he do this?
I could do that, and the sauce will be from scratch. So you just
So when
like
I
when
come
I text you.
down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might be the cater. You and Sister DeShantia.
Okay.
But even if you're not the cater, I need you to hook me up a nice Dr. Papa full course meal.
That's
you feel me? You're gonna be my chef for the Black Parent Boot Camp.
less.
All right.
Say less.
Why does he call himself Dr. Papa? See, he be manipulating these girls. He's been manipulating these girls. He is so full of himself. He is so full of himself. Y'all don't appreciate y'all. You don't. You call them whores, you call them sluts, you call them masculine. I mean, you have all types of names for women. You have all types of names for us. You're a grown ass man. You mean to tell me you gonna let your ego get in the way of what she's saying? Your pride can't handle her words. Yes, her word in the Bible, it does say her words are like a serpent's tongue. Yes. But at the same time, you're a full-grown 200+ pound man that could easily punch a woman out and she be knocked out forever or in a coma or something. So you mean to tell me you can't take a little bit of a woman, cussing you out a little bit? All you have to do is walk away. That's all you got to do is walk away. And if she walks with you, hell, I'll throw something at her, but on no circumstances will you put your hands on a woman. And by the way, if anybody's been a victim to domestic violence, you can call your local PD, your local sheriff's department or whoever. You can call a hotline number. I believe it is 1-877-799-7389. That is 1-877-799-7289. Or you can call like I said, you can call your local PD, call your local sheriff's department if you've been a victim of violence.
Let's say.
And what's for dessert?
Now what you like for dessert? Banana pudding. Now that's not my. I don't do desserts, but I could get up in there and do something like a little something from scratch. I'm not gonna say I'm the.
So you mean to tell me if you weren't in Dr. Johnson's position, you mean to tell me you wouldn't be a little bit flirtatious? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being flirtatious. There's nothing wrong with being flirtatious, especially when you're single. The man is single. He ain't locked up nobody. All these suckers who are talking marriage this and marriage that, they don't even like their wives. They don't even like being around their wives. So what are we talking about here? That's why they tell you. That's why my pastor tells me that before you get into marriage, you have to look at the person that you're with and see if she's the one for you, and see the future between you and her 10, 20, 30 years down the line, and see if you want to be with that person. Other than that, what the fuck is you doing? All you gonna do is fuck, fight, fuck, fight, fuck, fight, fuck, fight. You're gonna just waste each other's time. Because after that first nut, you out of there, right? You might hit that once or twice, but then after that, you're gone. Like, you have no ties to that. And women get tired of that. Women get fucking tired of that. And then you try to act, and then one thing, sometimes you try to act slick with it. You say you love them enough to get married, and once you get the draws, once you get that first nut, there's the, oh, you ain't treating me right. Oh, this is this. Oh, this is that. I want a divorce. You want a divorce? You want a divorce at this early stage of the game because you have a lustfulness nature. You have a lustfulness nature. Trust me, I have it too. But I struggle and I admit to myself that I struggle and I strive with it. I have admitted to my wife that I struggle and I strive because I have a lustfulness nature. And she says, "Why don't you come to church?" It's like, I don't disrespect. That church is not for me. So I'm looking for another home. You see what I'm saying? At least I can admit that. These Negroes can't even admit that they have a sexualist nature, or they're just stubborn, or it's a purpose. We all have a purpose in this world, but you can't do it alone. You can do it for a season. You can do it for a year. You can do it for a season, right? But you can't survive in this world by yourself. You are literally going to lose your shit, or you're just gonna crash out, man or woman, man or woman. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of flirtatious. Plus, Dr. Ifatunde is simply doing this. He is simply trying to balance out what is imbalanced now to this very day. To this very day, as I speak, as the words come out of my mouth, everything that you witness online is in balance. He's just trying to put it back in balance. And if he has to do it with two snow bunnies, or not snow bunnies, my bad. If he has to do it with two chocolate cinnabuns or whatever he calls that stuff, I'll just say the old word, chocolates. If she can do, if she wants to do it to chocolates, then I have no issue with it. None. Why can't you get married to two quick? Nigga, it's been 12 years. 12, 13 years. Get over that shit. Get over it. He wants to find him an actual queen, queen, two queens. He wants to find him some two queens, right? For a purpose, not to just mate and have sex with. There is a purpose behind everything. If there is no purpose, then there is no relationship. If there's no relationship, what is there? What is there? Y'all just roommates at that point, right? If she can't follow you to revolution, then what is the purpose of having a queen beside? There is a reason why Shaka Zulu had his queen, followed him to revolution, right? And Frederick Douglass at one point had his queen for 52 years, but when she passed on, he was so old that he literally he had no life to get. He had no fight left in him. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up with a snow bunny. But that's just the norm. It's abnormal, but it's normal. At some point you're gonna get tired. What's going on in the White House right now? What's going on politically with our money, with our situation as Black folks? What literally and don't even worry about the traitors. Don't even worry about all these Black people who are in the White House, kiki and giggling and Google gaga and whatever. It's like, we're in the White House. He ain't gonna do nothing for you. Nothing. Just watch. Just watch. He's going to do a little token. He's going to do some little token things. And again, you ask him for what you want. You ask him for what is required. and he watch what he says. Just watch what he says. Just watch what he says.
The Betty Crocker to it. But down from cooking, I could whip them pans up. I could burn.
We on
But
it.
with the dessert, I could get that dessert. That ain't nothing.
Got you. We on it, Queen. We on it.
Right.
Make sure you text me. I got you.
I'm gonna text you so
Okay.
we could get dip in it, and then I'll tell you how that meeting turned out when I text you too. So it
Yes.
ain't nothing.
Yes.
It
Don't
ain't
sign
nothing.
nothing if you don't agree with it. Don't sign it if you
Look.
don't understand.
People have is this same stupid ass dude that has issues, clearly issues with Dr. Johnson, clearly, and he's on his rucker. He is on his rucker. He's on his warpath to nothing. Okay, never met the man in real life. It's been 14, 15 years. Never met the man in real life. Never really asked him any serious questions, but he don't have the nerve to contact his dad. Like, what the fuck is that all about? And then gonna disrespect his mother and everybody in his family. And y'all don't find that weird. That's crazy. Any man who does live stream after so many years or so has got to be the worst person on the face of the earth. Right now, and of course, if you look in the algorithm, if I look in the algorithm, if you look in the YouTube algorithm right now, he's gonna have a live tonight. I'm personally blocked from it. Because I could tell him I could ask him questions like, what purpose? What is your main purpose for harassing? I will use the word harass Dr. Johnson. Why are you constantly harassing Dr. Johnson? And of course, he's going to say the same thing. He's a scam artist. He's this. He's a that. He's not related to Frederick Douglass. He's not a blood relative to Frederick Douglass. He never mentioned blood. He mentioned kinsman. So he doesn't have 6 degrees. He had 5. Oh, so you know. All right. So you know everything, right? So you're going to take one and then you're going to add one. Okay. All right. He's going to add that he's a pedophile, he's this, he's that, simply because he does not respect Dr. Johnson. As a matter of fact, he wants to play YouTube rules. But when I play YouTube rules, it's screw you, right? When I play YouTube rules, it's screw you. But if he plays YouTube rules, meaning if he starts doxing and, doing all this other stuff, and he's getting coin at that, he's getting coin at that, but we want to get on Dr. Umar for getting coin from other people and shutting down his Cash App for what? That's petty shit. You want to shut down Dr. Umar's Cash App for the simple fact that he's getting it's so much attention. But then again, Lennon Honor, he's married. Allegedly. He's allegedly married. Allegedly married. Right? But as I recall, wasn't your so-called wife on Section 8? And by law, you're not supposed to have a man in the house if you require Section 8. Huh. Oh. You collected all that money just to move from LA to Utah. And Dr. Johnson is a scam artist? Ay. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll leave you with this. People need to start being patient. It's been 6 years, so I believe that this is the final one. If you really, let me give you a piece of advice. If you really, and you need to spread the word, if you really want this school to exist, if you want it to open, make sure you connect with EFI and ask them the specific questions. And I'm going to do another video on this. What specific thing you need to open up the school right now in this year? What specific things that you need to open up a school right now? Go to the penpal.me/FDMG Academy. Put in like a donation. Put in a $10 donation. But then put in a note. If you truly want this school to open, you will put in a Cash App or a money order with a note attached to it. Stating, what can I do to help you open the school right now? And let's just say you do that, right? Let's just say the funds keep coming in, right? And he gets the money along with the letters attached to him, saying, what can you do with the school right now? Please open up the school, blah, 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 blah. It is September. And even at somewhere in the end of September, if it doesn't open, then it really wasn't meant to be. Because nobody's going to wait 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And I'm just being honest with you. Nobody is going to wait 7, 8, 9 years, 8, 9, 10 years for this school to open. The time is now. The time is now to do what you said you was going to do, right? And clearly you have grand opening. You saying the grand opening is this year, right? And let's just say we believe you. Let's just say we truly do believe you, because it's been long enough. Let's just say we truly believe you. If you really want the school to open up, you will donate to penpal.me/FDMG Academy with a letter attached to it saying, what can I do to further open up the school? Because according to him, he has the floors, right? He has to have the floors done. I don't know how far along he's on that. I'm just going to trust the process. And then, of course, there's the certificate of occupancy. Those are the only two, right? Those are the only two. Now, I don't know what was going on with the whole door situation. He's got the doors. Let's just say he has the doors. Okay? He's got what he wants. He's got what he wants. He's got what he needs, right? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, he starts adding some shit. Then we know what the hell's going on. I mean, you just adding stuff to add stuff. First, I got to find out what the hell was going on with that, whatever the hell that was. That, I think it was like a toilet or something like that. I think that was a person who I think that was. But I'm gonna keep. It's like that's up to Dr. John. That's up to Dr. Johnson to investigate on that. But anyway, floors, occupancy. These are the only two. Floors, occupancy. Now, if anything, let's just say hypothetically breaks down, hypothetically, of course, you don't have to sound off on it. But that's just who he is. He has to sound off on everything. And it's going to make everything suspicious yet again. But the only two things that I want to hear is the floors are complete certificate of occupancy shall begin, and then certificate of occupancy, we open up school, bing bang boom, end the story. I come on the live the next week, and I don't talk to none of you niggas. I don't talk to none of you niggas. I'm just gonna have a smile on my face for a whole hour. Anyone that shows up on my live talking shit, I'm just gonna have a smile on my face. Then I'm gonna go to Sharon Bracey's live and have a smile on my face. Then I'm gonna go to Vaughn. I'm gonna say, Vaughn, come on over. Is that what's up? We on live? He was like, yeah. It took this long. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna go to D Darrell. I'm gonna have a smile on my face. Ooh, I can't wait. Ooh, I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait for this some bitch to open. It looks good on the inside. It looks pretty good on the inside. Better than it was before. You know, I asked the question, why would he do all that? Why would he paint the inside this good, right? Construct some things around having contractors fix all this stuff for nothing? For nothing? We need to practice a little bit patience. We need to practice a little bit of patience and stop relying on government. Stop relying on that shit. Just stop. Okay? Niggas who want to open up the school is gonna either go to a bank or whatever. Dr. Johnson's not doing that. Dr. Johnson will never do that. And on our last interview, our not last interview, but the first interview that we had together, it was an awesome interview. But I took something out of that interview, and what did I take out of that interview? I took out of the interview is this. Let's just say he may be crazy, but he ain't insane. It's a difference. Crazy means I'm crazy about something and I want to do anything to make sure that that goal is being achieved. Insane means I'm going to go far and beyond, and if I have to tear my clothes off, no. If I have to do some type of violent act, no. That's almost extremes. But I'm extremely impressed by what Ifatunde is doing, and I will continue to be impressed as he continues to travel around the world spreading the gospel. And he has to do that because he is finishing what Marcus Garvey has started. I believe. That is my opinion. And any and everybody, Anton or whoever, can make fun of his ass, but that's just me. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And even KKC with his punk ass could say whatever he wants about Dr. Johnson. He ain't gonna stop the movement. He's just not stopping the movement. He don't have the strength. You and that bald-headed demon. You and that bald-headed demon. Lennon Honor is not gonna stop. Lennon Honor can make Umar videos for the next 20 years. It's not gonna make a difference. Because when he does open up the school, oh, I can't wait. and you can sick Don on him all you want. I know you and Don had any and everything to do with his Cash App shutting down. I know, nigga. I truly know. I'm gonna put this down just in case people think that I'm not talking about. This dude right here has everything to do with Dr. Johnson's Cash App shutting down. Him and Don both. Him and Don both. You can deny it all you want. Excuse me. You can deny it all you want. But Don himself said that he had everything to do with it. And I was like, well, you might admit to it, but guess what? You weren't alone. KKC has everything to do with it. Yes, and Lennon Niner has everything to do with his Cash App shutting down. Everything. Everything. And let's not talk about cults when you and Reverend Rev G, you and Rev G are butt buddies. Let's not talk about cults, shall we? Let's not talk about cults, shall we? Let's not talk about cults, shall we? You and Rev G are definitely bosom buddies. You and the whole what y'all call that? I ain't even been in the Umar sector in years. What do they call themselves now? Not RBG. What do they call themselves? The AFWs. The AF fucking W's. I don't even associate with that shit anymore. Y'all are disgusting and a disgrace. So tonight when I see you and I throw up the fucking middle finger at Lennon, unblock me. Unblock me, you little faggot. Unblock me. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Because I'll come up there and I'll cuss the shit out of Lennon on it. How can you be this dumb? Anyway, I am not worried. I'm not worried, not one bit. Like I said before, people just need to be patient. People just need to be patient. And like I said, if he doesn't open up the school, in this year, then I see a reason why people want to give up. I see a reason why. Just like I said before, I wouldn't mind it if Umar were to sell it this year, go to Africa. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. But he loves his people too much. He loves his people way too much. Rev G and Anti-Afro have been talking about Umar for 19 years, too. I know. I know it. She has a book of tweets still. I don't know if she's still on X or whatever, but she still talks about Umar. How the fuck? See, I already know that this school is going to come to fruition. Anybody who has a book of tweets on one man, obviously he's doing something right. Any man who has a series, a documented series on Umar, Ifatunde is doing something right. It may not work for him at that particular time or every time to his discretion, but I know he's doing something right. I mean, he's not Brother Polite. He ain't no Brother Polite, and he damn sure ain't Grandmaster Jam Master. Is it Jam Master J or Grandmaster Flash? I think. I don't want to mix up the two. I'm talking about the wannabe revolutionary. I'm not talking about the rapper. I'm talking about the revolutionary, the wannabe revolutionary. You ain't no motherfucking revolutionary to me when you give up your guns to the FBI. You are no revolutionary to me when you give up your guns. You never, ever, ever, ever ever give up your guns to the police. You never, ever, ever give up your guns to the FBI. You never, ever, ever give up your guns to the enemy. You gonna give up your guns when they tell you to freeze? It's like, take this away from me. He said, here, take it. And you call that revolutionary? Fred Hampton would have died. Cleaver would have died. Huey Newton would have died. You don't give up no freaking guns, nigga. Anyway. So you can make as many videos as you want. You can make as many videos as you want. You can make as many tweets as you want. Hell, you can have a billboard. You can pay to have a billboard put up. And you can do that shit. It's only going to motivate them. It's only going to motivate them to do better. It's only going to motivate them. And with this, I'm gonna show it to you again. Then I'm getting off. Because I believe it. Repeal loving v Virginia slave manslaughter. How killer snow bunny. These dudes don't look they look depressed when they with white folks. These black dudes look straight depressed when they with black folks. Straight depressed. Yeah, definitely go on the PayPal. Hit the PayPal, as he would say. Hit the PayPal. Hit the PayPal. Hit the PayPal. Invest in our children. Hit the PayPal. Hit the PayPal. PayPal PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. All right. Like I said, I believe in Dr. Johnson when he says he's going to open up the school, and it does take time. Now, like I said, Yvette Cornell said 5 to 10 years. Well, this is the 6th year. We will see. We will see. Shouts out to Ifatunde Oguntade. Shouts out to Ifatunde Oguntade. Shouts out to Ifatunde Oguntade. Man, if I could have one more interview with that guy. One more interview. But I think I've done enough. I think I've done a hell of a lot. Team Pan-African 20th year. FDMG Academy. Solar Eclipse Return Family Fest. So they might have another festival. This will be the 3rd festival, right? The 3rd, if he ever comes out with one. And then, of course, in my opinion, the opening of the school, right? But I know there's going to be some sabotages. If there are going to be some sabotages, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be shocked either. You may not like him for what he says. You may not like him for what he does. But apparently, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing but arguing. You ain't doing nothing but doing this farce YouTube bullshit for clicks, for a click and a view and verification to be liked. Motherfucker, I don't care if I get liked or not. I'm good where I'm at. I'm fucking good where I'm at. Whoever listen to me, listen to me. If they don't, they don't. But it would be quite funny. It would be quite funny and quite embarrassing if the school does open. You have that stupid ass look on your face. But apparently that ain't gonna stop Lennon. That ain't gonna stop Lennon. And sure as hell ain't gonna stop you. Coon coon consciousness ain't gonna stop you. Coon coon consciousness. It's not gonna stop you. Coon coon consciousness. It's not gonna stop you from doing live streams about the teacher's aid and this and that and this and the third. It ain't gonna stop you. Y'all a bunch of sissies, dude. Y'all some weird ass people, man. For somebody you don't like and somebody you never met in your entire life. You have never met Ifatunde in your entire lives, and yet he gets judged for what? For what? Not selling out to government money, selling out your ways of living. Fuck you. Who do you think you are? What you think you somebody, nigga? You ain't nobody. Excuse me, I said that wrong. White boy, you ain't nobody. Both of you are some white boys. No, you haven't. You a fucking lie. No, you have not. You a motherfucking lie. Can't wait to hear the next latest and greatest excuse why he's got to push for a date. Give him, like I said, give him, like I said, September, early October. And if he doesn't come out in September, early October, then it is what it is. You got pictures to prove it. Let me see the pictures. Put up the pictures. Put up the pictures. And when you put up the pictures, I want you to tear each and every single picture up. Tear it up. Just tear it. You only met him so you could take pictures of him and basically try to disgrace him. That was the only reason. That was the only reason. So I got AFWs in here. Great. Great. Perfect. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. I love this. Oh, I definitely love this. He said multiple times that the reservations are the. Oh, I seen you in the chat the other day. Excuse me. I seen you in the chat the other day, and somebody told you, "Have you donated?" And you didn't even answer that question. Oh yeah, you did answer the questions. I'll never date to that scammer. What did he scam? What is he scammed? That sounds retarded. Sounds retarded. Why should we listen to you? Where's your school? Where the hell is your school at? This is crazy. Why is I'm not listen. Have you donated? Don't talk to me unless you donate. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless you donate to me. Donate to me. Donate to my cause. I want some coffee. I want cash apps. I want a cash app. No, just give me a super sticker. I'll be good. Give me a super sticker. Don't talk to me unless you give me a super sticker. Don't talk to me unless you give me a super sticker. As a matter of fact, just to piss y'all off again. Yeah, I hope he comes. Whoa! Whoa! I feel it. I feel it coming. Oh, shit.
You will never see a situation in America where the black kids systemically outperform the white kids because the tests are designed to make sure that don't happen. If I'm wrong, prove it. If I'm wrong, prove it. The whole testing industry is a big scam because you already know how the children are going to perform because we already tested everybody. Now, getting back to the black family, one of the things we have to recognize is there will be no black family if we don't deal with mental illness in the black community. We have mental illness, yes we do. You can't go through what we went through and not have some form of mental illness. You went through 246 years of dehumanization. When slavery was over, there was no healing process. We went right into Reconstruction, more racism. We went into Jim Crow, more racism. We went into civil rights, more racism. Black power, more racism. We've never had a period of calm and peace. That stress we carry. Not only do you carry your stress, you carry your ancestors' stress with you. And this is why we mistreat each other every day. This is why black people ain't got no patience with each other. This is why it's so easy for us to kill, stab, and hurt each other verbally or physically, because the only person a black person can hurt in America and get away with it is another black person.
Oh.
We need healing centers. Non-denominational healing centers. I ain't got a problem with your Islam. I ain't got a problem with your Christianity. I ain't got a problem with you being a Hebrew. I ain't got a problem with you being a Jehovah's Witness.
I'm not opening up the school. You get my Cash App shut down, I don't know why. It's not gonna. You don't want to go that route with me. You don't want to go that route. But go ahead, try it. Go ahead, try it. Go ahead.
I ain't got a problem with whatever religion you belong to. But my issue is when you try to force every other black person to worship God like you do. Who put you in charge? And how do you know if the way I need to build my relationship with God has to be the same the way you chose to build your relationship with God? One of our problems in the black community is we have to stop being religious chauvinist.
You think he's worried about you struggle streamers? You think Dr. Johnson is worried about you struggle streamers? I got my own evidence. I got my own evidence that are clearly, if you're not careful, I could take your channel down. If you are not careful, I could take your channel. Here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. I will put it up. Here it is, right here. No, wait. Here it is, right here. I got all the receipts you need. I got all the receipts you need. I got all the receipts you need. I was thinking about calling Cash App and complaining. But then again, they're not. Cash App ain't the only source that help his funding. He's not the only source. They're not the only source.
Negroes are so self-righteous that if you would accept Christ, I can't work with you. So self-righteous, if you're not a Muslim, I can't work with you. So self-righteous, if you're not a Jehovah's Witness, I can't work with you. And last time I checked, when the police pull you over, they don't ask you what your religion is, but they know you're black. And because I'm older than Jesus, because I'm older.
Is Lennon Honor married yet? Is Lennon Honor married yet? Oh, you're going to make me pull it. Oh, you're going to make me pull out the stops. You're going to make me pull out the stops this afternoon. And I got shit to do. You're going to make me pull out the stops. Okay. Okay. Let's play. Let's play. Talking about beggars and cash apps and donations. Ooh, let's pull out the stops, ladies and gentlemen. And don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Let's pull out the stops since you won't talk trash. Let's see.
So religion clearly ain't about solving your problem. And for my pastors in the room, you got to do a better job of using your stewardship to bring out people into salvation. Because I'm sick and tired of churches taking money from black people, but not investing back into black people. The black church takes too much money. The black church takes too much of our time. And the black church takes too much of our hope to not give us nothing back. The Honorable Marcus Garvey was a Christian. I ain't got no problem with the church. Bishop Henry McNeil Turner, the first black.
The building's vacant and it's been over 6 years and nobody's claimed it. That don't make no sense. But I guess he's the only one with the blueprints. I guess he's the only one with the blueprints. No, but I recovered your mama's cookies. Did you ever recover from that car accident that you were in? Let me see. Let's play. Let's play.
Big niggas are. CEO
Wow.
like you and TCTV, y'all did it for genuine reasons.
Brothers.
This nigga here,
let's go, my old brothers.
Like now, right? Now, like the Hagen Umar shit, right? Leonard Honor has passed them. Afro Sigali passed them, right? Other YouTubers have passed them and surpassed them. In this like fuck Umar Johnson shit, right? So now like he's not even like in his views like that. So now he's trying to find a new train to hate on that, which is Leonard. This shit is crazy, bro. Listen, man.
Yeah, I know exactly
Bruh.
who you're talking about too. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yo, fuck being humble. Feel me, yo? D Darrell, Uncle D asking for $1,000 gift card right now as we speak, bro. This shit crazy, yo. This shit crazy, yo.
Man, you registry?
No, right? So, here, right? So I'll go to Leonard Honor's video, right? Type in Leonard Honor Big Move gifts, right? And then you will see a video pops up, but that has the target registry in it.
No,
hold on.
What did Leonard Honor need with $1,000 gift card? Who gave him $1,000 gift card?
Lennon Honor Big Moves?
Yes. And then just find the episode that like here. That like
man, you lying to live. No,
man.
No, man.
This crazy. Yo, in fact,
man, this content for the next month.
In fact, yo, I'm pulling it up right now too. I'm pulling. Watch this.
Yeah, he's here right now.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm doing this shit right now. I got it. Because remember, he did those host of videos of him moving that everybody paid for. So
yeah,
this right here. Now,
so look for gifts. So type in gifts. Next to moves, type in gifts. Next to moves, type in gifts. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yes. Now,
the first one.
Yes. Perfect. Yep. Now go to description.
The Honor family here. My name is Aida. This is Lennon. And
go to description.
We were so excited because on our gift registry we received a whole.
Pause the video.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Gift oh man, it's from Target.
Yes, perfect. Now like scroll down.
Yo, he should be careful, bro. You know he throwing out those
Scroll
things.
Scroll down. Now click on the description. The video description.
I think you need to be careful because you got some Umar supporters who ain't gonna take that shit. So I watch my mouth if I were you.
Description. Oh my God, would you have a video description there?
Damn, I don't see it on there.
Wait 1 second.
Yo, Darrell, you be careful, bro. He throwing them things.
Oh, you getting nervous now.
But this,
Okay, go back.
He posted this though.
Nervous?
Go back. Go back.
You dick ride Leonardo.
I don't see the description though.
Yeah.
Ride Leonardo like.
Go back. You call it this other video. So go back.
Okay.
And click on
the.
No. Down.
Oh, here go the gift registry right here. I see it.
Okay, perfect. Yes, perfect.
Our gift registry. That's the sign. It's right here. I see it. I see it right here.
Yeah. So now, find that link.
The Honor family here. My name
in the
is
description.
Hold on 1 second.
And today we were so excited because on our
This Negro getting gifts from Target. This a guy. So that means this dude didn't even pay for his kids' Christmas gifts.
Yeah, but listen, man. I'm pulling it right now for you. I'm pulling it up right now for you. Listen, bro.
Wow.
This man, to this day, right now, January 7th, 2021, he still has the registry up for freaking gift cards. $1,000 gift card right now.
And this was 3 years ago.
Man. So like he asked for that plus the $2,000 worth in gifts plus $1,000 gift card. For what?
Wow.
So watch this, man. Let me go ahead,
Damn, man.
Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. I've never in my life.
This bad shit. This dude had, and so basically these fools gotta look. They want to talk about how they tried to make people who donated for Umar look stupid. Basically paying for gifts, birthday presents, graduation presents, fucking late night dinners and shit. If they go out to get, I mean, they paying for every vacation.
And Umar is a scammer? Wow. Scammer begot scammer.
They paying for every goddamn thing.
It's crazy.
And look at,
I bet you had money left over for when he moved.
Look at the boxes. Look at the size of that box.
So so I found it, but how do I flip my camera here? So look, this is, you see it, right? So this is Leonard Honors.
Hold on. Let me make you an individual layout. Okay. Go ahead.
See it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now look. Now what's the first thing here?
Gifts.
One gift still needed $1,000 gift card.
Yeah, man, it sure is.
Look right here. You see?
Gifts. Keep talking shit. I love it. Bring them all over. Bring them all. Come on. Gifts. Bring them all. I'm gonna clown Lennon tomorrow. Be prepared. I'm clowning Lennon tomorrow. I'm clowning him. Thank you. You just gave me content. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. See you on Lennon Honors live tonight. Make sure you tell them I'm there. I'll be in the clouds. Watching. Gifts. Give these nuts. Gifts. Oh boy. Y'all spying on too much. Y'all some homosexuals. I'll tell you that for sure. For you to follow Umar this long and to constantly make videos about him for 19 years, y'all some strange ones, bro. Y'all some strange ones. T-Bone. The Lennon Honor, the lemon pack is here. No, what do you call himself? The Cookie Crush chat is here. Gifts. You liar. You said that school never opened. You liar. Repent. Lennon got expired by Umar. And then he started to hate the campaign. I know. I truly know this. And he'll be on live today. And I'll be there. I'll be there to harass him if I'm not blocked. Because Cooney Coon complex, Cooney Coon complex blocked me from saying the truth. That you ain't gonna stop Doc. You can shut down his Cash App. You can shut down everything. He's still gonna keep on going. 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 That's all he gonna do is keep on going. But let me turn to the book of Revelation. His name rings so great that the mountains, yes, the mountains will come crashing down and hiding from his name. The mountains will hide from his name. Lennon Honor, you're a liar. Oh, thank you so much for that Cash App, T-Bone. Hey T-Bone, send me $2. Send me $2. Send me $2 super chat real quick. I want to do something. Quick! I want to do something real quick. Send me a $2 super chat. Go on, quick. Give us $2 super chat, yo. I want to demonstrate something real quick. Oh shit! Let's continue.
What they give you? Yeah.
Aida and Lennon's Housewarming Registry 2017, and this is the only gift that's left is a $1,000 gift card. You see how it is? Have like over a
damn. Look at all the
gifts. Listen, right?
Coffee mugs. He got coffee mugs, all kind of stuff, man.
And they requested it too, by the way.
Silverware. He got cookware. Man, he got everything. Look at that, man. That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Man, did y'all see that?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
This is ridiculous.
$1,000 gift card right now. Bro, someone can go on now and buy them that gift card still. Shit crazy, bro.
This is ridiculous. Well, look at this is the big move.
That's scammer. And this is what Lennon Honor does. This is what Lennon Honor does, and mainly he just does that to uplift his people. Oh, we got a super chat. We got a super chat in the room. Thank you, T-Bone, for that super chat. He gonna have the nerve, the alligator gall to quote scripture to me. Oh, thank you for that super chat, for real though. You gonna have the nerve, the alligator gall to quote scripture to me on 1 Timothy? Describes the characters and flaws and comments about false teachers. Those who refuse to accept correct doctrine. That's rich coming from You of all people. Okay. And you know this is a farce, by the way, so I got something to counter this. Sound doctrine who are often characterized by trails such as hard hitters, greed, and slanderers. Blesses the meek of the earth. He who has no knowledge so shall die from the effects of this world. That would be, hold on, hold on. I got a phone call. You're lucky. You're lucky I got a phone call. I got an important phone call. Hold on.
Okay. Because I know we saw, I remember C-Rock had me looking at the first one because I didn't know, and I've seen a lot of Lennon Honor videos. And so I'm surprised I missed the get out the hood move. I'm surprised. I don't know how.
No, that's but that's the one. That's 1A, yeah. So I type in Lennon Honor big move 1. That's where he say like we have like we have kind of like the like we have the GoFundMe going up right now. Please donate, help us move out the hood. Yes, so type in Lennon Honor big move 1.
This is one right. This here right here.
Yeah, that's the first. Yep.
The introduction right here. Wait a minute.
Yes.
The first one.
What? No. 1 second. Here, let me find it for you.
This is episode 1A. Episode 1A right here.
Yeah. So, sorry about that. It's episode 2. Sorry about that. It's episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yes.
Anyway, are people that? Oh no! Don't go. Are you going to your boy? You going to your boyfriend? You gonna rub his head? You're gonna wish. I wish the school does not open. I wish for the school to not open. And you're gonna kiss that. Ugh. Anyway, Lennon was scamming hard. Oh, and you're gonna have the nerve to bring me scripture. Well, how about the scripture from Heresies, chapter 4, verse 6? Our people will suffer, paraphrasing, from the lack of knowledge. And so if he's not giving knowledge to the people, who will you get it from? If he's not giving knowledge to the people, where would he get it from? Your white Jesus? Your white Jesus? Your white Jesus? Yeah, liar. Yeah, heathen. Good luck to you. You're lost. Oh, and I'm supposed to follow Lennon's example. I'm supposed to follow Lennon's example. Okay. T-Bone, he said, I'm a loser because I'm supposed to follow Lennon's example. Lennon Honnor's example? This Lennon Honor?
Yes, so type in 2. So okay. Lennon Honor big move 2, yeah. Yes, yeah, perfect. Yep.
Hold on, let me see this.
Items. And so some of the stuff we're going to be giving away. So we're going to Facebook, and I just want to read it because I was really inspired by this.
On GoFundMe, $3,000 the first day on fucking Indigo, right?
Right.
People don't know.
$3,000 and he can't even hold a job? He went on the GoFundMe and started off with $3,000 and he didn't even have a job? No job, no income, but has 5 kids. And some say that Umar was a loser. No. Umar provides for his kids. He freely admitted to be not being more into the children's lives, but his daughters, I'm not going to even discuss his kids. But I will give you what he has given everybody else in the public. His daughter's 22 years old. His youngest is 13. Okay. Now he's going to do any and everything to be sure that his 13-year-old, because his oldest is already grown and up and out the house. He's going to make sure that he does any and everything in his power to be certain that his youngest daughter is good. So he has to complete the mission. He has to complete this mission. He has to. I'm going to ask you, Lennon Honors, a question. He's got multiple outstanding child supports. Let's see the evidence. Let's see the evidence. Where the evidence at? Where the evidence at? If he has outstanding child support order pending, and forever how long, he should be in jail right now, shouldn't he? He should be in jail but not paying his child support. Why would you listen to a loser like Lennon Honor? And Lennon Honor is not even married. He's not even married. He's telling everybody he's leading astray. He's leading the blind. The blind lead the blind, and they all fall into the ditch. He told you he was married. The nigga is not fucking married. Should we go on? Wait, hold a second. You're going to piss me off again. Okay. I reloaded. You going to piss me off again. Okay, cool. No. It's public record, Negro. Public record. Let me look it up then. Where can I look it up at? Where can I look it up at? Tell me where I can look it at. Tell me where I can look it up. Since it's public record, tell me where I can look it up so I can look it up. So I can look at it and read it. Tell me where I can look it up at so I can look it up and read it. Outstanding. How did it become outstanding? I guess everybody's shit is out there for the public to see. Let's see. Wait. Why am I even looking this up? Why am I even bothering to look this up? What up, Ryder? Blessings. Thank you for joining us in such short notice. Let's see. Lemon Honor. Here we go. So you pissed me off way too many fucking times. May this woman rest in peace. And how old are these records anyway? Hey Auntie, how you doing? You came on earlier today. Pennsylvania Public Records. So you went to Pennsylvania's public records to look up personal stuff. I got you. Just got back. How you doing, Auntie? Just talking to some Cookie Crush chatters. Just talking with some Cookie Crush chatters. Yeah, these Negroes. Let me see here. While that's going on, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this for you Lennon lovers out there.
There was African drums. There was all kinds of stuff. I came home with a couple of.
May this woman rest in power. May this woman rest in power. May this woman rest in power. T-Bone. Lennon Honor was donating money to move his family out to a better home, and he didn't even have a fucking job. How the fuck you gonna support people that can't even support his own fucking family? And I know who you are, Bernice. I am so ashamed of you. I am super ashamed of you. Just appalling. Just ashamed. Just fucking ashamed. How can you turn on us like this and go to a nigga that can't even support his own family? Proof.
Items from some of the other vendors. They bought some items off of me. With his little cookie cutter chat and talked about me and what is he playing the dozens? No. This man has hundreds of videos about Umar Johnson and also will kiki with his little chat and talk about me. I've asked him to stop. My husband has emailed him to stop. And this fool keeps on doing it because he has nothing new to say, because he keeps regurgitating the same shit over and over again. And another reason is, once again, he's a failed musician with daddy issues. He has no other content besides Umar Johnson. And so Umar Johnson supporters, yes, I have supported Umar Johnson. The school might open.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't his dad a Crip? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Was I?
School might not open. But you know what? The man got a vision. I went down there to help out. The trip paid for itself because I sold enough stuff to pay for the trip. So I'm in the middle of buying a house right now. I'm in the middle of working with my personal trainer right now. I'm in the middle of doing a whole lot of stuff right now. And I ain't got no time for this peanut head man to keep on keying with his little people and his freaking streams. He didn't go live today.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Man, yes, Umar Johnson threw a block party. Yes, it was successful. Then y'all all got pissed and want to switch the narrative. Oh no, it's not about a block party. It's about the school opening. Okay, it's about school opening. But that was a gorgeous event. On that block party, there was black people getting along. There was music. There was African drums. There was all kinds of stuff. I came home with a couple of items from some of the other vendors. They bought some items off of me. So, like, I don't understand how majority of African Americans in this man's chat room are co-signing him, still continuing to say the same shit over and over and over and over again. Is it about shits and giggles and laughs? But at the end of the day, it's about Lennon's pockets. He doesn't want that school to open because then he has no more revenue. He has nothing to talk about. I've heard Umar Johnson say if he does get the school open, he's going to get somebody else to run it. And then he's going to go open a school somewhere else. So, man, this dude needs to. It's sad because his music videos used to get a lot of traction. So if he would have focused on that, he wouldn't have to keep doing Umar Johnson in it, but he will not get away from it. He won't get away from it because it's what pays the bills. That little job he got on the freaking, he's supposed to be a supervisor. You're not a supervisor. He is a supervisor on those little docks in the damn warehouse. Yeah, that ain't paying the bills. You know what, people? Then he's going to go do one of the members sent me the video. He going to go say, he's been up with people like Claudia before. Did a whole damn video with a lot of fucking lies. Gonna tell people I went after his mother. I don't even know that man's mother's name. So how did I go after his mother? Please ask Lemonhead Honor to provide you the proof of that I went after his mother. No, but I'll tell you what I did do when I was called a liar by other people in all of these goddamn chats. You want to know what I did? Oh, let me open this chat. Does anybody want to ask me shit? I'm pissed right now because I've emailed him and told him to stop, and my husband is emailing. I've been minding my own damn business. I ain't made a video about this idiot.
Damn, you gonna make me. Damn, I was gonna do it tomorrow. Damn it, man. You gonna make me do it now? Shit. Ah, fuck it. I'll do it. Fuck it. Shit, we can do this shit all day. Shouts out to Speakeasy. Shouts out to my nigga. Brandon shit.
He celebrated for doing what we won. Dissing, dishonor. Lives matter. The truth about wee sizes. This motherfucker, niggas don't sit around and talk about wee sizes. You see, Lenny Lynn, I need to click on that motherfucker, you know. And you know how YouTube, when you go to a video and shit, and the shit start playing, in the front, to give you a motherfucking preview and shit. I'm expecting to see the motherfucking, to see his wife or some shit up there with him. No. This nigga was discussing wee sizes. Now, that video is a big.
This your king? Is this your king?
Video that only can be made by women. Does size matter? The truth about wee sizes. Hey, player. Look here, nigga. The only motherfuckers that can make that video is women and motherfuckers who had one up in them before.
Hey, Lisa, this is the Cookie Crush chat. Let's be patient with them. You don't have to pull the trigger. You don't have to pull the trigger unless I tell you to. You don't have to pull that trigger just yet. This is the Cookie Crush chat from this nutcase. This is your king? Oh God.
What the fuck is you worried about wee sizes for? You need to address these motherfucking alligators, nigga. These.
All right. Are you waiting for it? You waiting for it, T-Bone? Hold on.
Whoa. Okay. I just be in the bathroom, just in the mirror looking back.
Didn't your dumb ass say that on YouTube?
Checking your reflection and telling your best friend, girl, I think I want y'all to pay close attention to this.
Acts like he's gonna physically assault people, or he doxes people. If it hasn't worked in the past, because Umar, you already done all of those things. You guys remember that? And remember, I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats. I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats. I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats. I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats and try to do the doxing. Remember that? And I said, okay, no, fuck that. Okay, you want to play? Okay, let's go. And look what's happened as a result. There's only so much disrespect that any person can take before until at a certain point they have to verbalize in a particular way to get the message across. You get the Shockumentary Part 1. I'm working on pre-production on Shockumentary Part 2. Oh my goodness, people.
Y'all see that?
Like I said, I've been collecting receipts, Umar.
Rubbing them fingers together.
If the shit didn't work before, why the fuck do you think it's gonna work now, bro? That's what I'm saying. And I told myself I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna be professional.
Then you know what? You a bigger fool than I thought you were. You a bigger fool because actually I was gonna give you some grace. But you a bigger fool than I thought you were. Because if you're big enough to follow trash like this, who had an image but destroyed his own image to follow after somebody who had a vision of his own, and you already know about the whole Jamal thing. You already know. I don't even watch Leonard like that. You a goddamn lie, because I saw you on Leonard's chat the other day. But then again, you know what? Since I am graceful, I'll give you that. I will give you that. So then why the fuck you over here then? Why are you over here? You tried. No, Bernice. Don't even come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. This today ain't the day, sweetie. Come on. I'm not even in the Umar sector anymore. I've never been in the Umar sector in quite a long time. So let's not play this game. Good question. Good effing question, Lisa. What is so great about Lennon? That is a great question. That is a great question. Oh, I have everything to say. I don't have to say much. I don't have to say much, sweetheart. The video speak for itself. Observe.
About it. But listen, that shit's not going to work with me. It's not. I'm not the fucking one, bro.
You think you tough. Think you tough, huh?
Umar, you may think that. Maybe you may have this misconception because maybe a certain person looks a certain way or because they kind of carry themselves a certain way. I tend to be very laid back about shit. I really tend to be that way. I tend to bring things calm and keep things calm and shit. That's how I am. That's my personality.
Your problem is you got an inferiority complex. Don't blame me for that shit.
But don't fuck with me, bro. And don't fuck with my family. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You can be the biggest dude. You can be the smallest dude.
Speak your speech, nigga. Speak.
What? I'm still trying to figure out what did Umar do or say? Any at all? I'm still trying to figure out what he said. I'm still trying to figure out to this day what he said. He made one little damn video. One video. Let me ask you, Cookie Crush Chats, a question. Has Lennon Honor ever met Umar in his life? No? He's never met Umar? Cookie Crush Chat, crazy as hell too. Yeah, I'm gonna peek in there. I'm gonna say, hey, what's happening? I'm gonna peek in there. You done eating that big ass? Craig, that pizza was so damn small. I'm still hungry. Why don't you go order me some Domino's, Nick? Order me some Domino's, nigga. Nah, I'm gonna go running after this. Cause I feel excited on a Tuesday. I feel so excited on a Tuesday. It's been a far few between because I have even stuff defended. Silence and blah, 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 blah. But are we arguing about this? Why worry about people who see Umar in a positive way? Seriously, why worry about what other people thinks about Umar? It's not about that, Lisa. It's not about that. It's people's selfishness. It's people's selfishness to know if you like the guy or you don't like the guy. If you don't like the guy, if you don't think he's going to come out with something, if he's not going to come out with a product, or you simply think he's just trash, leave the person alone. But we want a click and a view. We want a click, a view, a hee-hee, a ha-ha, a feel-good moment, a shit show. That's what we want. We want a feel-good, a funny, a kiki, a ha-ha, a feel-good moment, a shit show. That's what we want. And in Lennon out his life, he needs the money. Why do you think he's been doing Umar content for so long? Think. He's collecting money from y'all. He needs the money. He can't keep a job for shit. And it's been proven time and time again. It has been proven throughout the what? How long have I been out the Umar sector? How long have I been out? I think 3 years. I've been out the Umar sector for 2.5, maybe 3 years. Somewhere around there. I have never seen anything like this before. Even when Monty Woodgrain was making videos about him, and he's still making videos about him to this day, but he at least switches up. Information Man makes videos about Umar, but at least he switches up. Tell me at one point this year, has this man ever switched up and made a video and not made a video on Umar? See what I mean, Lisa? See what I mean? What does Umar do for income? Keep people like you out of prison and boys out of insanity. Keeping brothers like you out of prison and keeping boys out of from being insane. That's his job. That's how he makes his income. That's how he makes his income. There is a certain thing called gifts. It's not just Cash Apps and PayPals and stuff like that. He gets gifts. Just like Lennon Anna gets gifts. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I laugh when they come over. It laugh. Because you're basically coming after somebody who's not even building the school. He is. I'm not. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with making a living out of donations? He's doing it too. Lennon Anna's doing it too. But you don't see him as that. And see, this is why you're still over here. You're still over here and you're trying to have a gotcha moment. But the gotcha moment is on you because you support somebody who is a grifter his damn self. And did he ever tell you about the, what was it? The not the super chat. What was it that hey, T-Bone, what was it that he did to it wasn't the Cash App. It wasn't Cash App. It wasn't PayPal. I forgot. But either way, you always make videos. You always make videos, Lynn. If he stops, you won't have anything to talk about. You sound dumb. And sorry for the infringement, but you sound completely stupid. You sound completely stupid. This boy is not going to stop. He's not going to stop. Hey, okay, I'll say this since he put it up, but from here on in, we ain't talking about nobody's children. I'll say this. He did put it out. He did put it out in the open. He did put it out in the open, and he did lie about his son having cancer. You're calling Umar a liar because of the dates. Lennon Anna lied on his son. So what does that tell you? Nothing, because you're a bunch of Lennon Anna lovers. Nothing, because you're a bunch of Lennon Anna lovers. Simple as that. It's okay. It's okay with me.
Your speech, nigga. Speak your speech. You built like that? I got some shit for you.
I don't give a shit. Don't fuck with me.
Bitch. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it.
Now, this is where the shockumentary starts. This part of it, we going to break down the character of the real Lenore, Mr. Dishonor. We want to see what type of cat he is. I'm gonna be stopping it, you know, like he do, but I ain't gonna scrutinize every fucking pixel in the damn video. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be on no old. Look at that dandelion Umar just stepped on. We gonna report you to the botanist and all that dumb shit.
Oh,
we gonna
God.
show you the exact type of nigga we dealing with right here. This nigga's a fraud, yo. He's a phony ass. Yeah.
As fuck. He's fake as fuck. It's so fake as fuck. Ah! Oh God. Oh, I will not donate it. Then don't. You don't have to. You do not have to. Because unlike you, I ain't no sucker. And let me explain what I mean. I'm not a sucker if I'm going to build it through government funds. I don't need the money from black folks if I'm doing it. But since I'm not doing it, since I'm not going to Wells Fargo, if I'm not going to Chase, or if I'm not going to Bank of America, because all white banks, and black banks ain't gonna provide you. Black banks ain't gonna provide you shit. And matter of fact, there are a lot of black banks that are on the dive for a reason. So instead, he's getting donation off of black folks. Simple as that. But you're not getting the message behind it. That's your problem, not mine. I get the message, but you want to continue to act crazy. So I'll act crazy with you. It is what it is. It is. Oh, you want to see it again, T? You want to see it again, T? Oh, no, I ain't gonna do that to you. I ain't gonna do that to you.
And I'm kind of pleading with the dude, because I mean, wherever we're at in life, like, everyone is in a particular place in their own personal development. So it ain't like anyone is better than anyone else. I can't say that I'm better than that dude or anyone else for that matter. I got my own struggles that I'm working through, right? So we can't like look down upon people because of where they're at, because most people are in places where they don't want to be.
Yeah. Oh, you right. Most people are in places where they don't want to be. And you just said you can't be looking down on niggas. Ain't that right, Lenore? Because that's the honorable thing to do. But you don't have a problem with looking down on Umar and trying to magnify every mistake this brother's making.
Man, forget all this. Hit the super chat. Hit the cash app. Hit the super chat. Hit the cash app. Thank you for the $2, T-Bone. See, unlike Lennon Honor, I don't beg too much. I just ask them to do it just so I can make fun of them for at least a couple seconds. But other than the $2, do I harass you, T-Bone? Do I harass you, T-Bone, for super chat and cash apps? Do I harass you? Lisa, do I harass you for super chat and cash apps? Do I harass you? Do I say, you put in a super chat, or else I'm gonna cut off this line? Do I ever do that? Do I ever do that? Do you have videos of Lennon from 2025? I have Lennon videos from 2025, late 2024. Your point? She said, hell no. He's worse at 2025. He be acting like he's Umar's daddy now. Duh. Now, how you gonna interview Umar's father but not interview the fifth? I said that wrong. Excuse me. How are you going to have a conversation with Umar's father which I find that suspect. I find that very, very suspectish. And by the way, I hope he takes him to court too. I hope Lyndon Honor gets taken to court by Umar for slander and defamation of character. That's just what it is. But again, he wants to complete the mission. He ain't worried about none of you cookie crush chat mouth. And he shows old stuff too. Bernice. We know you. We know you're intelligent in that. So if I'm showing those stuff, what is Lyndon Honor showing? Other than the shit that people tape Umar for. And he doesn't even have a YouTube channel. What is he doing? Showing up stuff, right? Bernice, are we thinking? That's all that Lyndon Honor does is show old shit of Umar. Each and every single live stream. And he says the same, he regurgitates the same shit every single live stream. Come on, man. Come on, you man. Yeah, you can't be smart to deny girl. You can't really follow the batty boy. You follow the batty boy now. He regurgitates the same old shit, does the same old stuff. Even T-Pre, who is anti-Umar, will tell you he is obsessive. He's obsessive about Umar. T-Pre would tell you she hates Umar. And that's my sister. She hates Umar. What the fuck? So show something to date. So up to date. Why? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but you're going to force me to do. No, he's going to force me. I shouldn't say that. You're not going to force me to do it. He's going to force me to do it. Oh, ain't he coming on tonight? So when he gets off, I'll review it. How's that? When he gets off, I'll review it. That's the new shit. That's the new shit. Bernice, I am so disappointed in you, sweetheart. You used to be an Umar fan. What happened? You used to be down with the clique. Now you ain't down with the clique no more? Is Lennon showing receipts or tied steps? The receipts that he's making up, yeah. Anybody can pull up pad off of your laptop and put down $2 million. Show proof. Show proof. You see, you can Google this shit. Let me see. Let's see. Proof. How much? How much did I do? Got me. Approximately estimated net worth $500,000. So you pay $500,000 for the school. So you pay $500,000. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I knew I was at the web. I knew I was at the website when I did it. No. I'll have to find it tomorrow. And I'll have everything lined up. But it's online. From how much he paid for it up to about 2024. And the receipts are there. All you got to do is Google. You had me confused with somebody else. No, sister. It was you. It was you. Ain't you? And I mean, I've been away from the Umar sector so long. I don't know who's connected to who anymore. So you're right. I might be confused with somebody. I haven't been to the Umar sector / AFW sector in quite a while. So forgive me. Please forgive me. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Now let's continue with these oldie but goodie receipts.
He's trying to do something. Now, I'm going to let
kinds we used to grow the weed, and then other types of drugs, and at a certain point he got on crack, and it's a wrap. Okay, remember the crack epidemic? Okay, crack, it was a wrap. So I done seen so much. So even when this went down, I remember my wife was like, you know, this is crazy, but I didn't really have an emotional reaction to it because I done seen enough shit in my life to where I'm desensitized to that. But I recognize that the reason why that happened was because he was unable to be on the square because of the drugs. Okay, so the point that I'm making here is in the neighborhood that we live in, there are things that happen quite often, right? And part of the reason why I'm doing this.
Wait. So Bernice, can you explain to me, can you explain to the audience, like, share, subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. Can you explain the office to the audience this receipt?
Shit, hold on. Let me go to this damn chat.
Woman. And Claudia, may she rest in power.
All right, you can put the stuff. Oh, I'll be able to read it. I'll be able to read the comments. If anybody have a question or anything up in here, y'all can type it in the comments. I will answer it. But yeah, I'm tired of this shit.
I bet.
I ain't got no time for this. I just bought a house in Alabama. I'm trying to move
crazy
by at least the end of November. Like, what the hell, dude? I'm minding my own business for months and months and months. Ain't made a video about your ass, but you still can't. Got to keep my name. You and your damn Cookie Crush chat. Got to keep my name in y'all mouth. What the fuck, man? Look, I have not went after this guy's mother. I don't care what.
He's gonna get sick one of these days, and I'm not joking. He's gonna get sick one of these days for constantly making noise. And how do you make Umar videos for this long? You know what? Never mind.
What the fuck it tells you? I don't even know that lady's name. Also, yes, I did. They call me a liar. So I posted the photo of his dad throwing up gang signs, who's an ex-Pyru member. Pyru blood. You know how he always be talking about his cousins are bloods? Yes. He throws them up in like 8 photos that I found on Facebook. 8. So you're not a Pyru blood. Why are you doing that? Like, what? You put yourself on blast. Then the sister, I sit there and put posters of her up because she is a member of a motorcycle club. And then anti-Afro Spengali stupid ass is going to go over there and talk about, oh, these are very popular clubs and they do things for community and there's nothing wrong with being a part of them. Man, she's a member of a biker gang. Come on. She likes to hang out there. She likes to hang out there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But fuck, don't lie about it. And don't say I lied about it when the proof is right there. And so when I put these photos up on my Facebook page, they ain't going to try to flag and get my damn Facebook canceled, which never worked. I don't understand why this.
You don't have to fair use it. She's no longer here, so you don't have to fair use it.
This man is obsessed with Umar Johnson, but he does the same shit as Umar Johnson. He begs online. This is what pays him. He begged to move from him in California to Jordan, fucking Utah. And why do you care about a man that is in fucking Delaware and Philadelphia, and you're in fucking Jordan, Utah with 5 kids? And what woman sits there who you're not really married to legally, your soul wife, sits there and lets you freaking bitch and about Umar Johnson for 3 fucking hours every Friday and goddamn Saturday? When are you with your kids? If you work all goddamn week and say you almost full time during the winter and the fall, go spend time with your fucking kids. You know,
No, you're absolutely right. You ain't lying.
He tried He tried the manhood videos. They didn't get no traction. Then he tried to do family videos. That shit didn't get no friction. Then the only thing that got him friction was using Umar Johnson's name or Dr. Umar Johnson's name, if you want to be technical, because now he done dropped the degrees and he ain't got shit to say. I thought definitely he was gonna do a freaking stream today after Umar dropped them degrees. Nope, quiet as a church mouse. So you need to figure out what you gonna do. But my husband has emailed you and I have emailed you. I don't need to be in your little chat or your little show. I'm about to run 2 fucking tax offices and run my own businesses, and I gotta move. So I ain't got no time for this bullshit. Okay? Yes, I went to Delaware. Yes, I went to the block party. Yes, I went there the August before when I toured the campus for the first time. I got money in order to do that, darling. I clear what I clear. And you talking about, woo, the money honey, please, it won't even, it ain't even a third of my income. So you need to check yourself. This is crazy, man. I ain't been made no video about this nigga in a long ass time. Then he gonna lie in a fucking member video talking about I went after his mother. I don't even know his mother's name. It's fucking crazy. I'm so sick of this shit. And I wish he would have went live tonight. And he be seeing my comments. He knows damn well he fucking lying. Yeah, next time y'all in his damn chat, you sit there and you ask him, oh, how did she go after your mother? He can't fucking say because I haven't. I don't even know the lady name. Yeah, one of your members sent me the damn video. I ain't gonna say who sent it, but one of them sent me the video, and I'm glad they did. Don't be like, I mean, I've owned up to what I did. Yes, I said shit about your kids. Yes, I sent you an email and apologized. You don't want to accept the apology? I'm sorry. There ain't shit else I could do. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. But you sitting there begging online. You're begging for people to move. You beg for people with that cancer scare about your son when you pocketed the money because freaking Medicaid paid for all of his damn medical costs and you pocketed the money. So once it was 10 to 12 grand to move, then you got the 8 to 10 grand about the medical bills. Yeah, you showed us freaking whiteboard about what the medical bills add up to. You didn't show no receipts or no canceled checks that you paid them.
We get the point. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow, Craig. We'll talk tomorrow. How's the family, man? How's the family? The rest of you Negroes, come on through. I got more. KKC, this coon don't have the nerve to quote scripture. And it was the wrong scripture, by the way. He quoted 1 Timothy. So I quoted heresy, chapter 4, verse 6. So we can go Bible for Bible, clip for clip. We can do that. I got my Bible, you got yours. See, him and Rev G, you know what? You know what? Keep my mouth shut. Keep my mouth shut. I had fun. Lisa, call me. I gotta get out of here. The family's here. I gotta do some stuff, but I'll be with y'all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.